Okay, we are going on live.
And start recording as well. Okay.
राजशेखर साहब जय भीम। महेंद्र बोल रहा हूँ मुंबई से।
सर जय भीम। मैं आपको देख नहीं पा रहा।
संतोष स्टार्ट करो।
Yes, we are on live.
Okay.
रिकॉर्ड भी हो रहा है। स्टार्ट कर दिया।
Okay. So formally, Jai Bhim and Namo Buddhaya to everyone. Friends, I have sent a Zoom link to only speakers and those who are closely associated with our beloved Kashi Garu. So there might be few people in this meeting actually, but a lot of people sent me a message, so they must be watching on YouTube live. So a very heartily welcome to all of you, Namo Buddhaya and Jai Bhim. Our program is sort of designed very simple. First of all, we will light the candle to our ideals and the beloved Anna's shrine, and we will take 3 refuges and 5 precepts, and then I will very briefly introduce the event. As we all know that very few is sort of recorded about Kashi Krishna ji. But fortunately, we recovered and from Nagaloka Nagarjuna Training Institute archive, I could able to collect some live clips, and our brother Ashish Jivne from Dubai is also made a very small documentary which we are going to see, and this all will be recorded, so all will be go live even after the event. And then I will invite all of you to share your personal experiences, and there are certain follow-ups we are going to announce after the event, and that's how we will end up our this condolence and the remembrance meeting of Kashi Anna. So let us begin with offering to our ideals and the shrine of our beloved Anna. I will just take 3 refuges and 5 precepts for the peace of the great being that has been left us suddenly. And just we will keep metta, friendship, and loving kindness for the great memories that we are carrying very alive still in our heart. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Buddhang saranang gacchami. Dhammang saranang gacchami. Sanghang saranang gacchami. Dutiyampi buddhang saranang gacchami. Dutiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami. Dutiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami. Tatiyampi buddhang saranang gacchami. Tatiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami. Panatipata veramani Sikkhapadang samadhiyami. Adinnadana veramani Sikkhapadang samadhiyami. Kame sumichachara veramani Sikkhapadang samadhiyami. Musavada veramani
Ami Sudha Niraya Majjapa
Pamadatana veramani
Veramani Sikha
Sikkhapadang
Padam
samadhiyami.
Samadhiyami
Surameraya Majja Pamadatana veramani Sikkhapadang samadhiyami. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Sadhu.
Dear friends, just we will maintain uh, just a few seconds silence, and then we will actually start. While maintaining silence with the Buddhist tradition, just have a love and the metta for all your great memories for Kashina. Just for 15 to 20 seconds or half minute, we'll maintain silence. Just bring him in your mind. And wish him well and peace for his further journey. Sad, sad, sad. Friends, once again, I welcome all of you in this very special and I would say a delicate evening. On 1st November uh, uh, 20 uh, of this month at morning 9:30 at Vishakhapatnam, uh, uh, our very dear beloved friend and the great missionary, committed, dedicated, honest, and a pure sort of mind has been sort of left us or passed away on the day. And for this very special evening, I welcome all of you people from Maharashtra, people from North India, people from South India, people from Dubai, Abu Dhabi, UK, Canada, uh, those across the globe, across the country who were close to Kashi Krishna Garu, all are with us to remember him, to share his live memory. And uh, we all know more, I think, more than me, probably you all know very closely how this great man served the mission, served the noble cause of Dr. Ambedkar. He is a man who always listened to others and never sort of shared his own problem to anyone. And uh, he even said that I want you to take away my problems with me. I don't want to give my problems to others. And uh, Kashi Krishna Garu studied in the college founded by Dr. Ambedkar, Sydenham College and Siddharth College. What I would like to start or begin with, friends, just to tune in with all of us. It's very difficult to work, especially for the mission that Dr. Ambedkar has started. So many people are working, all of you are deeply engaged in Dr. Ambedkar mission, but and Buddha's mission. But very few people could able to leave the great legacy that has been initiated by the great people like Dr. Ambedkar or the Buddha. I think Kashi Krishna Garu is one among them who lived a ethical life, who lived an honest life, who lived a dedicated life. This life is so sad to go, but there is lot he taught us. There is lot of things he left us as a legacy, as an inspiration for all of us. From village to the global world, from small gully to the great streets of across the globe, Kashina has that capacity to communicate a common message of Dr. Ambedkar. And uh, of course, he was active in all great SSD and all this, which you all know, which I'm not going to say. But what I wanted to say, he has that intelligence and skill to understand every country and culture. And in that, he could able to act. He always said to me, Santosh, I want action, not bhashan. So a lot of people do bhashan. Kashi Anna was one among that who was a man in action. And the great thing what we need to learn, at least what I understood, he never criticized any organization, he never criticized any person. We are full of criticism, we are full of so many things, but at least such great memory, such great person left us, that how he always remain off this stage, he never criticize other. And I would like to end, to begin with the program at an introductory note, he sort of tried to create a universal Ambedkar family, an international Ambedkar family. And when I say Ambedkar family, that nothing to do with the Malas, Mahar, Madigas, Lambadas, or Brahmins, or white or black. He had that capacity to create and communicate the universal message of fraternity across the globe to every community, and he himself was an exhibit of those values. And uh, uh, he was, I myself ordained a Dhammachari in Triratna Bauddha Mahasangha. So I did have some experience of practice. With that, at least some experience, I must say, he was, we say Upasaka Kashi Krishna Garu. I wanted to say, dear brothers and sisters, today, he was a more than a Upasaka. In fact, he was a more than a monk. He lived a life of no possession, utter honesty, ethical life, and dedication. He was a modern Ambedkarite monk. He lived a very pious life. So we regard not clothes, but we regard the qualities he hold throughout his life and the legacy he left with us. With this note, I would like to start the journey of this great man, which we all are going through with your live experiences. And I feel so happy, at the same time sad. Krashi Anna knew all of you. Wish we could have met with him, but this is an unfortunate event in a way. But at the same time, the teachings he has left with us, the life he has left with us, we all are here to carry forward his legacy. So I would like to now have some glimpse of his live moments. So I wanted to request Brother Ashish from Dubai. Can you please share the 8 minutes documentary he made on Kashi Krishna Garu?
Yes, sure. I will just share my screen, and you can spotlight it, and we can have that one. Is my screen visible?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, I will start.
अंबेडकर इंटरनेशनल मिशन यूएई के सक्रिय नेता मूल निवासी काशी कृष्णा, इनका 1 नवंबर 2020 को बीमारी के चलते दुखद निधन हुआ। वे 63 वर्ष के थे। उनके निधन से न केवल आंध्र प्रदेश के अंबेडकरी कार्यकर्ता, बल्कि अंतर्राष्ट्रीय स्तर पर कार्य करने वाले सैकड़ों कार्यकर्ताओं का परिवार दुखी हुआ। दिवंगत काशी कृष्णा अंबेडकर इंटरनेशनल मिशन के साथ वर्ष 2002 में जुड़कर फुले अंबेडकरी विचारधारा के प्रचार प्रसार के लिए पे बैक टू दी सोसाइटी के तहत अपने अंतिम सांस तक कार्य करते रहे। अंबेडकर इंटरनेशनल मिशन यूएई के कार्यकर्ता मूल निवासी काशी कृष्णा केवल आंध्र प्रदेश और तेलंगाना के नहीं, बल्कि अंतर्राष्ट्रीय स्तर पर कार्य करने वाले कार्यकर्ताओं के लिए आदरणीय व्यक्तित्व रहे हैं। अपने छात्र जीवन से ही वे सामाजिक कार्य में जुटे थे। अपने विद्यार्थी जीवन में उन्होंने विविध संगठनों के साथ कार्य का अनुभव लिया। फुले अंबेडकरी आंदोलन को मिशन के रूप में स्वीकार करके उन्होंने कार्य किया। अंबेडकर इंटरनेशनल मिशन के साथ जुड़कर कार्यकर्ताओं को प्रोत्साहित करना, नए लोगों को जोड़ना, जरूरतमंद कार्यकर्ताओं को समाज के कार्य में मदद करना, इस पर उन्होंने ध्यान केंद्रित किया। आंध्र प्रदेश के ईस्ट गोदावरी जिले में पले बड़े काशी कृष्णा का जन्म 1957 में हुआ। उनके पिताजी पुलिस प्रशासन में कर्मचारी थे। काशी कृष्णा के पिताजी 1958 में ही सेवानिवृत्त हो गए थे। उनके पिताजी का अपने बच्चों को अच्छी और उच्च शिक्षा देने पर जोर था। शिक्षा महत्व जानने वाले परिवार में जन्मे काशी कृष्णा जी की 12वीं के बाद की उच्च शिक्षा आंध्र प्रदेश के काकीनाडा और महाराष्ट्र के मुंबई में हुई। काकीनाडा से उन्होंने बीकॉम अर्थात बैचलर ऑफ कॉमर्स किया। मुंबई से उन्होंने मास्टर ऑफ कॉमर्स किया। काकीनाडा में 1977 में बीकॉम पढ़ते समय वे शेड्यूल कास्ट फेडरेशन और बाद में प्रोग्रेसिव डेमोक्रेटिक स्टूडेंट यूनियन के साथ जुड़ गए थे। उन दिनों वहां शेड्यूल कास्ट फेडरेशन और रिपब्लिक स्टूडेंट फेडरेशन यह दो छात्र संगठन प्रभावित थे। छात्र जीवन से ही संगठनात्मक गतिविधियों में जुड़ने का कारण उनके परिवार का वातावरण था। इसके साथ ही उन्हें बचपन से ही किताब पढ़ने का शौक था। कॉलेज में आने के बाद उन्होंने बाबा साहब डॉक्टर अंबेडकर का साहित्य पढ़ना प्रारंभ किया। काकीनाडा में बीकॉम करने के बाद वे एमकॉम करने के लिए मुंबई आए। उन्हें मुंबई में आना इसलिए आसान हुआ क्योंकि बीकॉम करते वक्त उन्होंने दूसरी भाषा के रूप में हिंदी को चुना था। जब वे मुंबई आए तब प्रारंभ में उन्होंने करस्पॉन्डेंस कोर्स के रूप में एमकॉम के पहले वर्ष की पढ़ाई की। दूसरे वर्ष में उन्हें विश्व प्रसिद्ध सिडनहम कॉलेज में प्रवेश मिला। उन दिनों मुंबई में दलित पैंथर का कार्य चलता था। छात्र जीवन से सामाजिक आंदोलन में जुड़े काशी कृष्णा भी अपने मित्र श्रीकांत तांबे की मदद से पैंथर के कार्यकर्ताओं से संपर्क बढ़ाते रहे। स्थानिक आंदोलनों में शामिल हुए। कई बार जेल भी जाना पड़ा। तब सिद्धार्थ कॉलेज बड़ाला के छात्रावास के रूम नंबर 50 में दलित पैंथर का कार्य चलता था। अंबेडकरी विचारधारा से प्रभावित काशी कृष्णा अपना अधिक समय सिद्धार्थ कॉलेज में बिताते थे। 1980 से 1983 इन वर्षों में मुंबई के बस्तियों में सामाजिक कार्य के लिए घूमा करते थे। इस दौरान मुंबई के गोरेगांव इलाके में उन्होंने आंध्र प्रदेश के युवाओं के साथ पहचान बनाई। उन्हें सहयोग से अपने ही मूल जिला ईस्ट गोदावरी के 20 से 25 युवा मिले। उनको प्रभावित करते हुए उन्होंने वहां अंबेडकर युवा जन महासभा की स्थापना की। युवाओं को सामाजिक कार्य के लिए प्रोत्साहित किया। वे इस संगठन में किसी पद पर नहीं रहे, लेकिन मार्गदर्शक और संरक्षण के रूप में मीटिंगों में जाते रहे। शिक्षा के पश्चात 1988 में वे एयर इंडिया में नौकरी पर लगे। उन्होंने शादी नहीं करने का निर्णय लिया था। नौकरी के बाद उनका सारा समय और सारा धन समाज कार्य में ही लगाते थे। आंदोलनात्मक चरित्र के कारण उन्होंने 1996 में अपनी एयर इंडिया की नौकरी छोड़ दी। आगे का रास्ता तय करने के लिए वे सोच रहे थे। नौकरी छोड़कर मुंबई से वे अपनी बहन के घर वैजाग आंध्र प्रदेश में गए। उनकी बहन उनकी एक अच्छी मित्र थी। नए रास्ते की तलाश में वैजाग में भी वहां स्थानिक कार्यकर्ताओं के साथ जान पहचान बढ़ाते रहे, चर्चा करते रहे। इसके बाद तुरंत 1997 में दिल्ली गए। अपने मित्रों के परिचय से वे दिल्ली में आंध्र प्रदेश भवन में रहने लगे। वहां वे रामराज और उमेश गौतम के संपर्क में आए। दिल्ली में वे 26 अलीपुर रोड, जो कि बाबा साहब आम्बेडकर का निवास स्थान था, उसे जिंदल उद्योगपति से छुड़ाने के लिए जो संघर्ष चल रहा था उसमें वे जुड़ गए। उसी समय 1998 में आरपीआई के 4 नेता एडवोकेट प्रकाश अंबेडकर, आरएस गवई, प्रोफेसर जोगेंद्र कवाड़े और रामदास आठवले एमपी बन गए थे। उसी समय भारतीय संसद के 12वें स्पीकर के रूप में मूल निवासी बहुजन समाज के जीएमसी बालायोगी स्पीकर बने थे। वे मूल निवासी जाति से बने प्रथम स्पीकर थे। जीएमसी बालायोगी ने जहां कॉलेज की शिक्षा प्राप्त की थी, वहीं से काशी कृष्णा ने भी शिक्षा प्राप्त की थी। इससे उनका परिचय बालायोगी से था। इस परिचय के कारण उन्हें पार्लियामेंट लाइब्रेरी में किताब पढ़ने, आने जाने और बैठने का प्रवेश मिला था। वहां उनकी कई मिनिस्टर के निजी सचिवों के साथ पहचान हुई थी। उन्हीं दिनों वे आंध्र प्रदेश के पीएम के अर्थात पट्टली मक्कम काची पार्टी के दलित इजी मलाई के कार्यकर्ताओं के संपर्क में आए, लेकिन उनके साथ वे ज़्यादा संपर्क में नहीं रहे। वर्ष 2002 में अपने मित्र के साथ चर्चा करके दुबई में आए। वहां उन्होंने एक शिक्षा संस्थान में काम करना प्रारंभ किया, लेकिन इस संस्थान की आर्थिक स्थिति खराब हो जाने के कारण उन्हें वहां से नौकरी छोड़नी पड़ी। इसके बाद वे मुंबई के विजय खोबरागड़े इनकी कंपनी में ज्वाइन हो गए। जब वे भारत से यूएई जा रहे थे तब उनके मित्रों ने उन्हें कहा कि अबू धाबी जाकर आप इंजीनियर राजू कामले इनसे जरूर मिले। उन्होंने दुबई से अबू धाबी जाकर राजू कामले से मुलाकात की। इंजीनियर राजू कामले विश्व भर में अंबेडकर इंटरनेशनल मिशन का कार्य फैला रहे थे। दोनों में मिशन की चर्चाएं हुई। इस मुलाकात के बाद काशी कृष्णा अंबेडकर इंटरनेशनल मिशन यूएई के साथ जुड़कर फुले अंबेडकरी आंदोलन में एक मिशनरी के रूप में सक्रियता से कार्य करने लगे। पे बैक टू दी सोसाइटी के तत्व के तहत वे नए लोगों को मिशन के साथ जोड़ने और कार्यकर्ताओं के माध्यम से समाज की समस्याओं को दूर करने के लिए वे भारत में और भारत के बाहर बामसेब के कार्यकर्ताओं के संपर्क में हमेशा रहे। फुले अंबेडकरी आंदोलन के लिए उनके समर्पण के कारण अंतर्राष्ट्रीय स्तर पर कार्यरत अंबेडकरीवादी कार्यकर्ताओं ने उन्हें 2019 में डॉक्टर अंबेडकर प्रबुद्ध भारत शांति पुरस्कार से सम्मानित किया। तन मन धन से संपूर्णतः अंबेडकरी आंदोलन के लिए समर्पित काशी कृष्णा जी पिछले कुछ दिनों से व्याधिग्रस्त हो गए थे। वैजाग आंध्र प्रदेश में पदम अस्पताल में इलाज के लिए भर्ती थे। उनकी किडनी ने काम करना बंद किया था। उन्हें 1 नवंबर को हृदयाघात होने के कारण उनकी सांसें रुक गई। फुले अंबेडकरी आंदोलन के समर्पित योद्धा एवं प्रेरणादायी कार्यकर्ता दिवंगत काशी कृष्णा जी का 2 नवंबर को अंतिम संस्कार हुआ। समस्त कार्यकर्ताओं ने उन्हें अंतिम सलामी दी।
Thank you very much. Taking through that extremely important journey, Ashish Dada. Thank you very much for compiling all those pictures and videos. As you all know, friends, he never liked to be on the stage. He was a man of ground. He always preferred earthworm work to make our soil fertile and let others eat the fruit of that. And he never accepted any award, any honor. He always said that just keep me aside from all these awards and honors. Only one award he accepted on the persuasion by Lakshmana, Rashekaranna, and I myself was played a little role there, which is awarded by Nagarjuna Training Institute, Nagalok, Prabuddha Bharat Peace Prize Award. So fortunately, we have a little speech of Kashianna. So we are going to see that. That is of 10 minutes. So please have a patience, and then you all can share and enter into actual experiences and his life. So Pratik or Ram, can you please share the another video of Kashianna?
ओके भाई।
इसके बाद तीसरे महत्वपूर्ण व्यक्ति हमारे बीच है, जिनका नाम बहुत लोगों को पता नहीं होगा, लेकिन अच्छे कामों में एक शेर की भूमिका निभाने वाले लोग होते हैं, जो शेर जैसा काम करते हैं। उसके साथ साथ ऐसे भी शेर होते हैं जो दिखते नहीं है। जिस प्रकार अर्थवम एक किसान को फर्टाइल लैंड उपलब्ध करवाता है, जहां से अच्छा बीज आए, जहां से अच्छी फसल आए, ऐसे काम जो रूट लेवल पर होते हैं, ऐसे जगह से होते हैं या ऐसे कार्यों से होते हैं जो लोगों को दिखते नहीं है, लेकिन उन्होंने अपना समूचे जीवन उन काम को समर्पित किया है। ऐसे दुबई में स्थित काशी कृष्णा जी हमारे बीच मौजूद है। सबसे पहले जोरदार तालियों से हम हमारे भाई काशी कृष्णा जी का स्वागत करते हैं। काशी कृष्णा जी अंबेडकर इंटरनेशनल मिशन से जुड़े हुए रहे हैं और भारत के बाहर और भारत में भी, जैसा कि मैत्रनाथ जी ने अपने प्रास्ताविक में बताया, 60 की दशक से हर एक व्यक्ति, वो पॉलिटिकल नेता हो या फिर बाबा साहब से जीवित या उनके उपरांत जितने भी लोग, वो नानक चंद रत्तू हो, सोमनाथ शास्त्री हो, या फिर वामन राव गोडबोले हो, या फिर फुलझेले जी हो, ऐसा कोई भी नाम इस व्यक्ति के डायरी से छूटा हुआ नहीं है। उन सबको वो मिले, उनको उनसे मिलकर आंदोलन में उनकी जो सहभागिता रही है, एक प्रबुद्ध भारत बनाने के लिए, भारत में और भारत से बाहर, वो चाहे आर्थिक रूप से हो, किसी संसाधन के रूप से हो, कोई मदद के रूप से हो, हमेशा ही काशी जी का हाथ जो है वो ऐसा रहा है, एक दान मुद्रा में रहा है। वो उनके कार्य से हो, उनके समय से हो, या आर्थिकता से हो। तो इतना बड़ा योगदान उनका रहा है, उनके लिए भी मैं कुछ शब्द पढ़ना चाहूंगा। श्री काशी कृष्णा was educated from Andhra University, Sydenham College of Commerce and Economics, Mumbai, and Siddharth Law College, Mumbai. That was founded by Baba Sahib. वो बाबा साहब जी का कॉलेज से वो पढ़े हुए हैं। Shri Kashi Krishna ji is an academic NRI living in UAE and is a part of global network of Ambedkarites and Ambedkar movement. He was worked with Dr. Ambedkar International Mission UAE for last 18 years, since 2001. He is the chief organizer and patron of annual celebration of Ambedkar Jayanti and Buddha Jayanti in Dubai, Abu Dhabi, Muscat, Saudi Arabia, Brunei, and rest of UAE. He has co-organized NRI events in India like Golden Jubilee Celebration, Dhamma Chakra Pravartan Day in 2006, Ambedkar International Convention at Hyderabad in 2009, Ambedkarite International Convention at Delhi in 2016. He connected Global Ambedkarites, Ambedkar International Convention in Japan in 2018, and is co-organizer for International Ambedkarite Meet in London 2020. He is the founder of Dr. Ambedkar Andhra Yuva Jana Sangam, first ever Telugu Ambedkarite organization in Mumbai in 1983. He organized the first ever SC, ST, BC, OBC convention at Mumbai for first Dalit Right Conference at Hyderabad in 1987. Actively participated in Riddle's movement and Bombay Bandh in January 1988 and Namantar movement, जो मराठवाड़ा का movement चला था, Namantar movement for renaming in Marathwada University as a quoted arrest in Mumbai. Shri Kashi Krishna ji associated with Dalit Mahasabha in Andhra Pradesh, Dalit Panther movement in Maharashtra, Marathi literary movement of poets and writers, and closely worked with the Buddhist movement all over India and abroad. He is also a chief patron of Samta Sainik Dal in Pondicherry. तो इतना बड़ा कार्य काशी कृष्णा जी का है. Here I would like to invite our beloved Anna to please come and receive, and we request Lokmitra ji to felicitate him with the Dr. Ambedkar Prabuddha Bharat Peace Prize. बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सर, आपके काम का, जो आपने बाबा साहब के आंदोलन को जो योगदान किया है, सभी लोगों को जोड़ा है दुनिया भर से। अन्ना जी को हम बहुत बहुत बधाई देते हैं इस अवार्ड के लिए। वो हमेशा अवार्ड को मना करते हैं, शायद यह पहला अवार्ड होगा उन्होंने अपने लाइफ में स्वीकारा है। जोरदार तालियों से मैं अन्ना जी को, काशी कृष्णा जी को बधाई देता हूँ।
बुद्ध है, ये पवित्र अवसर पर महाकरुणी भगवान बुद्ध और महामानव बाबा साहब अम्बेडकर को नमन करता हूँ। और मेरे बारे में थोड़ा ज्यादा ये कहा गया लगता है, ये सब सच नहीं है। ये जो अवार्ड दिया है, और ये अवार्ड के लिए मुझे लायक समझा, ये इंस्टीट्यूट के लिए और खास करके लोकमित्र जी के लिए मैं धन्यवाद देता हूँ। और मैं आज इधर आपका सामने खड़ा हूं, इसका पीछे 3-4 ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का जो योगदान है वो तो है। जो पहला जो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन संस्था जो है, मैं खुद स्थापित की अब डॉक्टर अंबेडकर आंध्र युवजन संगम इन मुंबई इन 1983। मैं मुंबई में लगभग 17 साल रहा, वहाँ दलित पैंथर में काम किया और बहुत सारे राइटर्स का साथ, भले प्रोफेसर अरुण कामले, बाबूराव बागुल, दया पवार, प्रज्ञा पवार, ये सब का बहुत ही क्लोजली मैं उनका साथ रहा। इसका वजह से मैं महाराष्ट्र मूवमेंट में बहुत अच्छा से मैं मिल गया था। ये मौका इसीलिए मिला कि मेरा जो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है डॉक्टर अंबेडकर आंध्र युवजन संगम, उनका जो मदद से मैं उतना काम 17 साल मुंबई में मैं एक स्टूडेंट का इसमें होते हुए भी इतना एक्टिवली काम करने का मौका मिला। इसका वजह से अवार्ड को जो है, ये जो भी संस्था है उनको मैं प्रदान करना चाहता हूँ। दूसरा एक संस्था जो है अंबेडकर इंटरनेशनल मिशन, शायद गलती से कहा गया मैं उसका संस्थापक हूँ, वो नहीं हूँ। ये अंबेडकर इंटरनेशनल मिशन कोलालमपुर में शायद 1997 में शुरुआत हुआ। हो सकता है शायद उनका राजू कामले जी एक फाउंडर मेंबर थे, चेयरमैन जैसा भी था। शायद इधर होगा रवि कामले जी, कहाँ भी होगा, ये तो सामने ही है, ये वन ऑफ द फाउंडर मेंबर्स। और एक है करुणाकरण जी जो तमिलनाडु से है। तो आज एक्चुअली ये बीज जो है उन लोग बोया है, लेकिन फल मैं आज इधर खड़ा होकर मैं खा रहा हूँ विच इज नॉट करेक्ट। ओके। और एक दूसरा है जो 2011 में छोटा सा एक समता सैनिक दल हम लोग ने शुरुआत किया है आंध्र प्रदेश में, स्पेशली ईस्ट गोदावरी एंड यूनियन टेरिटरी ऑफ पांडिचेरी यानाम में। दैट इज कमेंडेड बाय दारा सुब्बराजू जी, वो भी कहाँ होंगे। और एक है जागृत कुमार जी, is commended by these two guys, and for the last 7-8 years we are spreading to 3-4 districts and we are everywhere. So मेरा जो प्राइज मिला है, ये तीनों संस्था को मैं इसको अर्पण करना चाहता हूँ। एंड ये मेरा व्यक्तिगत नहीं है, ये तो संस्था के लिए तो है, इसको उनका वजह से मैं इधर आज आपका सामने खड़ा हूँ। और एक 2 मिनट में ले सकता हूँ। ये ऐसा था कि भले हम लोग 18 साल से मैं दुबई में हूँ, आपको पता है आपको यूरोप में कुछ भी कर सकता है, अमेरिका में, कनाडा में, ऑस्ट्रेलिया में, न्यूजीलैंड में, किधर भी कुछ भी कर सकते हो। लेकिन गल्फ कंट्री में जहां पक्का मुस्लिम कंट्रीज है, वहां आपको कुछ भी हक नहीं रहता है। लेकिन वैसा जगह में हम लोग ने पिछले कई सालों से बुद्धा को, बाबा साहब को लेके हम लोग घूम रहे उधर। जब हम लोग थोड़ा सा ही लोगों के इतना कर सकता है, आज अंबेडकर जयंती या बुद्ध जयंती हो, यूएई मतलब दुबई, अबू धाबी, बहरीन, मस्कट और कतार, ये सब जगह होता ही है। लेकिन सबसे सख्त जो देश है सऊदी अरेबिया, वहां 4 लोग मिलके बैठ ही नहीं कर सकता है, इतना उधर रूल्स इतना स्ट्रिक्ट है। वही भी 10 लोग मिलके अंबेडकर जयंती मनाने में उन लोग डरते नहीं है। इन लोग बोलते हैं कि ज्यादा क्या जाएगा, हम लोग नौकरी तो जाएगा, तो बाबा साहब को कैसे जोड़े। इसीलिए जब तक ऐसा लोग है, जैसा आप लोग का जैसा लोगों को हमारा मदद है हमारा पीछे, तो बाबा साहब का जो सपना है ये भारत को बुद्धमय करेंगे। मैं सोच रहा हूं कि पूरा दुनिया को बुद्धमय करेंगे हम लोग, इसमें कुछ शक नहीं है। इतना बोलकर मैं समाप्त करता हूं। जय भीम, जय भारत।
So that was the spirit of Kashi Krishna Garu. He has a great dreams and great ambitions. I still remember I attended few condolence meetings on Zoom, and I still remember Pradnya Akka's words, what he said to her. He said that I'm not scared of death. Uh, I'm only sad that I'm not able to do what I aspire and dream to do to contribute to Dr. Ambedkar's movement. That's what killing me. And when it was uh, when it was asked that Anna, would you like to go to your village? He said, every time when I went to village, I have given something to my people. This time I have nothing to offer. So what shall I? Why shall I go to my village? So this was the spirit you heard with your own sort of seen with your eyes and heard from your own ears. So let's start, friends. I would like to now invite all the distinguished friends and the close friends who shared the life of Kashi Krishna Garu are with us. So I just wanted to invite Ashish Jivne from Dubai, uh, uh, as he also has to leave for his urgent meeting if he's there. And I request all speakers to please maintain time, because there are people who also wanted to share. So maybe 5 to 7 minutes, if you can share really the crux and the essence of your experience with us, that would be great. Ashish Dada from Dubai.
जी जय भीम नमो बुद्धाय all. And thanks Maitrivir to take the initiative for this particular tribute to Kashi Krishna Garu. As already explained by Maitrivir and his live video and live experiences, what he shared, really to get a person like Kashi Krishna Garu in our life is means whosoever has come in contact with him, he really feels that yes, I have met such a person who is basically not a common man. And while I was in Abu Dhabi, I experienced many things along with him, right from 2006 to 2020. I was very closely associated with him, and he used to share each and everything, and any personal thing or any meeting he want to organize, or any person he is coming to UAE, then how we can take initiative and how we can call off a meeting, and even it is a restricted, but he was not specific about any personality or any organization or any particular thing. Anybody who is closely associated, rather it is Ramdas Athwaleji, or rather it is any political leader is coming to UAE, or any social people is coming to UAE. Anybody who is coming to UAE, he was the first person to take an initiative, because since he was closely associated with all the organizations worldwide, so everybody was knowing him. So whosoever is coming to UAE, he first contact was with Kashi Krishna Garu, and then immediately he used to call me and say such and such personality is coming to UAE, so we should make a meeting, and we should organize our people, and we should share his experience with him. So I was great fortunate to associate with him, and he basically was such a personality, because when we closely came in contact with him, he used to share his personal experiences, and when we come to know that he was very closely associated with each and every personality and each and every movement, and particularly from the Maharashtra Mumbai movement. What he shared with us, it was really remarkable, and we always were thinking that he is a very great personality, and his experiences with each and every person and each and every moment is really basically appreciable. And in the same contrast, I used to contact him, and I used to say, sir, you are such a great personality, and you have a vast experience with you, which is not known to the world, or which is not known to the any organization or movement. So let me take one interview of you, and then at least we will have that experiences with us. But he always was refusing to interview himself. Almost 3-4 times I requested him that, sir, please don't, please allow me to take your interview, because all the experiences, all the even material, writing materials, what he had collected within his lifespan, he stored it very means cautiously, and he each and every means anything you ask him, sir, I am looking for this one, and like the sanitary year of Muknaik was started. So I was thinking of making a documentary for this particular event. So I immediately called Kashi Krishna Garu and asked, sir, this is my proposal, and I want to make one documentary on Muknaik 100-year celebration. So if you have any literature or old things with you, then please share with you. So immediately he started digging out his all literatures, and he picked from that particular things, and he immediately shared whatever old magazines means which he was having, or old photographs he was having. He immediately shared, and immediately told that he guided me also that this is how the journey of our magazines from different states has happened, not only from Maharashtra, but all other states also, how the magazine journey of literature has been initiated. It was initiated. So miss, you ask anything, and he it was available with him. So it was really a very great thing with him. So basically this was the personal things. And again, one last thing which, after when we requested very often to record his views, but he was not allowing us. One day just we went and we told that, sir, we want to talk with you the whole night, just spare one night with us. So he immediately told, okay, no problem, you can come. Then we went to his room, and whole night we were discussing with him. And just since he was reluctant to make his interview, so I told him that, sir, we will not make your any interview, but we will just keep the camera on, and we will share your experiences, whatever your experiences are there, let it record in the camera, and it will not be a formal interview or anything. To that thing, he just means after very much our efforts, he told that, okay, let it be the camera, let it be on, and we will just casual do the discussions and all. So that was the only video that was available with me, and I think today that whatever that day he allowed us to record his the personal basically life journey through the discussions, basically that is the only thing that is available with us, and that will definitely be helpful in sharing, in making his experiences worldwide. So what I'm planning is that whatever that video is there, with the help of that video, because he shared right from the childhood things till he came to UAE, and all his experiences he shared with each and everything. So as an autobiography, definitely we can make it we can bring it his autobiography through that videos, compilation of the videos. And I'm definitely planning for that one to bring the entire his experiences, what I had recorded in his room, as an autobiography of him, and that will be shared throughout the world, so that his experiences can be known by each and every Ambedkarite. And as told by Matthew, that he has no words, basically. He cannot be explained in words, or his life cannot be explained in words. His entire life culture, or his entire way of living tells what type of person he was, or what type of personality he has. What type means either Buddhi, it is a part of Buddhism, or either it is a part of political scenario, or either it is a part of social scenario, or either it is a part of state-wise any forefathers celebration scenario. So each and every basic thing he was taking an initiative, because earlier here Dr. Ambedkar birth anniversary celebration was planned each and every year. When I came here, and when I started discussing with him, slowly we planned for even Periyar Jayanti and other forefathers' birth anniversaries. So he was a great person who has means taken initiative and given me the ways that how these things should happen, and how basically we should make it. We should not restrict to some particular our boundaries, but we should make it a great means. We should expand it to the extent so that we can involve each and everybody. And as I was in UAE, and I was closely associated, he used to take me with various labor camps, with various other emirates, because when we went to Alain, and there also he was closely associated with all Andhra people in Alain. And he used to tell, he took one day to all of us along with him, and it was a great experience to share one full day with all our Andhra people in Alain. And that was also basically his dedication and his commitment. There also it was reflected. So not only means specific organization, but he was closely associated with each and everybody, and his contribution is remarkable, basically, which I said it cannot be it cannot be expressed in words. And there are many things, many more things, many experiences, but actually I will not take more time, because everybody is here to share his experiences, and everybody has a rich experience with him, and everybody has a memorable experience with him. So I will take this opportunity to end my conversation here, and I will definitely try to be a part of this movement, and whatever future plans are there, I will be definitely would like to be a part of that particular his future plans. I am always there. Thank you very much.
Thank
Jai Bhim, Namo Buddhaya.
Thank you very much, brother Ashish. Just I wanted to request speakers, because there are so many rich experiences everyone is having. So please stick to 5 to 7 minutes, because otherwise the time zone, and we will encounter the time limit factor. So now I would like to request respected Gautam Chakravarti Saab to share some of his really spotlight and bright experiences which he has. He feels very close to his art in given time. Gautam Chakravarti ji from London.
Namo Tatsa Bhagavato Arhato Samma Sambuddhassa. When I was looking at the brother's funeral other day, and particularly people had sort of enthusiasm and the way they were gathered there, even we having this lot of restriction of corona and whatnot. But we can see the crowd of the people who had the serious commitment, what Badr have always carried in his heart and mind, and which we have witnessed. And as a matter of fact, other hand, we were feeling, is it really true that brother Kashi Krishna is no more? It was still in our mind that it was not possible. How can be possible? Because the plans, project, and the work, and what he had lined up for us, all really cannot be just like that be forgotten. But anyway, myself, I can only say that in 1990, when I went for a research for Baba Saheb Ambedkar's centenary work, and I was there in Delhi, and brother met me there. He was the one of the officer there with the Air India. and enthusiasm, and the way he was talking was something unusual for me, that you can meet so many people, but nothing like that, nothing like him. And since then, we were in close contact and having quite a many time interaction, that we want to do this, we want to do this, we want to do this, economic salvation of our people, what we should be doing. Education will be the first priority, and every nitty-gritty he was talking about with such a heart of the thinking, which I cannot really just forget. And as the brother Assis have already just said, that how he was seriously interested about how we should carry out all these Baba Sahib's connected activities, birth, death, Diksha ceremony, and all other activities, how we should do. And he was really, really seriously interested. And always he was first and foremost to come with the even financial contribution, and he was telling people and talking in a many way, positive way. And only I can think and see that way we are all committed of his Baba Sahib's ideals and Tathagat's ideals, we are committed. And we will definitely, whatever brother have designated or he had in his mind, we must carry on his ideas. And some of the project and some of the other institute was announced, and I have seen on our conversation. But we all must wholeheartedly support for the whatever plans and project what we want to carry out as it is for the mission of Baba Sahib. We must do that. And the legacy of Baba Sahib, how we carry on the legacy of our dedicated brothers, Raju Kamble, as well as of Kashi Krishna ji. We must work hard and we must keep perseverance. Otherwise, there is no way of talking. And exactly rightly he was saying, just practice, practice, and practice. And we really admire his courage. And equally from the Nagaloka and all other friends from overseas who have gathered here, and particularly with the South India, I personally could not keep too much contact with South India, but seeing too many dedicated Ambedkarites, I would really keep contact and help. All of us should help together. And lastly, before I go, Brother Kashi Krishna was to come last July when we had planned our global Ambedkarite convention on a larger scale. And the brother wanted to come. And then lastly, he said, because it's cancelled because of all these problems, all we know. He says the next July, as you have planned, I will definitely come. I want to go to Europe. I want to go to Northern America and other places. And I don't know why he was bringing out all that. Even India, when he visited last, he was going nook and corner. Even he went to Sankalp Bhumi in Baroda and all this. Why? Because, and he didn't want to leave anything or anyhow. So there is something was in his mind or some vibration he had that I can only say. But anyway, we must carry on. We must carry on with the brother's mission, and we must, all these like-minded friends must meet time to time and share our thought. And with this thought, I really leave you here. Wish you all the best. Jai Bhim, Namo Buddhaya.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Gautam sir, for your very deep and profound experiences and the vision you shared with us. As Ashish Dada said and Gautam sir said, he was a living encyclopedia of Ambedkarite movement's memories. Whenever you see him, he will always drop the names of this and that. And he never went with any leader, however powerful they were. He never compromised with the values and the ethical values, especially in the Ambedkarite movement. So another a dignified person we have among us who was there with him when he received the Prabuddha Bharat Peace Prize Award. Professor Sukhdev Thorat sir is with us. So I would like to invite Professor Sukhdev Thorat ji to share some of his memories of Kashi Krishna ji with us. We have 5 to 7 minutes time, sir.
Thank you, Santosh. I'm sorry I was not able to join on time. I was busy in another webinar. I think it's with a great pain and anguish that we participate and remember Kashi Krishna, a person which needs to be remembered. I did not have a close contact with him, but it is through Rajshekhar Undru that I came to know about him. When I was going to visit Dubai, it is Rajshekhar who told me that I should go and meet him. However, I could not meet him because of some reason. But later he came along with Dr. Rajshekhar to attend the seminar organized by the Indian Institute of Dalit Studies, and also one or two personal meetings. And the last I met him and saw him was, of course, the award ceremony. He was honored and he was awarded and recognized his contribution by the Nagaloka. I was there. And that limited interaction with him gives me some idea about his contribution. Very modest, very introvert, won't speak much. But when you discuss, immensely concerned about the cause, as Dr. Chakravarti has said, he has his dream which he keeps with himself. And we can see that he was a bachelor, which obviously means that he had priority over the personal things. And the fact that he has been able to do so many things and get recognized at a so early age in his life, that speaks for his contribution, his sacrifice. Increasingly, he was going to go into the international diaspora, as Chakravarti ji has said, to USA, to UK, and he wanted to do many things in that area. But he was also linked domestically in many activities. It is a very sad news that we miss him. The loss came too early. The only thing that we can take from him is, his the lessons from such peoples that they leave behind is the need for doing something for the society, doing something for the upliftment of Dalit. That's the only message that we get, and they inspired. We celebrate his loss simply because he inspired us. His inspiration, his dream, his wishes, I think, should be carried at the international level as well as where he wanted to contribute, and as well as internally. Well, with this brief remark, I really remember him, and we really feel his loss. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Though Kashi Krishna ji never wrote anything, but he was so aware of the entire Ambedkarite literature, and each scholar of our community, Ambedkarite community or Buddhist community, he was very aware of that. I'm very happy that brother Ashish is trying to compile some of his interviews, because he had that literary passion as well, and many of friends inspired him to write of his memories of the mission. Just I would like to go back again to Dubai very quickly, and I request Vijay Dutale, who was also one of the very close friend in Dubai with Kashi Krishna ji. So Vijay Dada from Dubai, 5 to 7 minutes, Dada.
Jai Bhim, Namo Buddhaya. First of all, thank you, Santosh Dada, for organizing this. As you said, like, okay, we all are very closely associated with him, and Krishna sir was not only a person from our society, but for many of us, he was more than a family. That was his quality. Krishna Sahib was such. The moment he would meet somebody, he would go very close to that particular person. Or it's not I have my personal experiences with him, that it's not particularly from the society or from our community or so, but I have seen some examples that okay, from other peoples also, they were so close to him. The moment they meet Krishna sir, they become close, and that was what I can call it that kind of vibration Krishna sir used to carry. There are many people, for like, okay, to tell my personal examples, is like, okay, it's not only me, but like people of our generation, or my type of people here in UAE. Many of us, he was like more than a family. He was a fatherly figure. We used to have that always in back of mind, that okay, we have somebody who has his hands on us, and we can we could take him for granted, that okay, yes, we have somebody to go to and to look up to, somebody for advices, for a kind of guardian, or many things about Krishna Sahib. Personally, it's like, okay, it's more than a social, more than it was, he was a family member. That is what I can say about my personal interaction with him. And as I mentioned, like here he was closely associated with many people. For many labor camps people here, he was kind of a god. The way he was helping people here. Many of the laborers here in UAE, in his own company or anywhere else, there are so many laborers who are looking up to him, that okay, he is the person to go anytime, day, night, any point in time, to seek advices and asking for some help. So that kind of character Krishna Sahib was having. It's a great loss. It's a great loss for for personally. It is like, okay, we are in a family. It's a vacuum created, and of course for the society, it's on a larger extent. It is a really a great loss, and we lost him so early age, which was not expected. Till this time, every day when we are talking to each other, every day's conversation, Krishna Sahib subjects comes, not only remembering him, but there were so many activities that okay, we used to bank on Krishna Sahib. The Krishna Sahib ye kar lenge, Krishna Sahib wo kar lenge. We used to take him for granted for such kind of activities. So we have that vacuum created, and we miss him every single day here. This is how his personality was. He was so close to every single. I'm not talking about myself. Every single person, every single family residing in UAE and all over the world was in contact with Krishna Sahib. He used to call, like, okay, the moment we talk to Krishna Sahib would come up to us and say, "Bacha ye kar lo, bacha ye nahi karo." That is the kind of experience, and the moment you open up any subject, I was having personally somebody to whom I can go and blindly seek advice from. So that will be missed. Definitely it will be missed for a long, forever it will be missed from Krishna Sahib. And one more quality of Krishna Sahib, I can tell, such a senior person, such a knowledgeable person, we used to call him an encyclopedia of Baba Sahib. Any point, any subject, any event of Baba Sahib lives, he was having thorough knowledge about it. So we will be missing Krishna Sahib. I would like to share, my last conversation with him, my last call with Krishna Sahib before he went for India for his treatment recently. He was reluctant to tell us, and from his side, he never told us that, okay, he is suffering from, such, he's just, counting his last days, to tell you the truth. But Krishna Sahib was aware about it. That's what we learned from Dr. Satyapal. After Krishna Sahib left us, we came to know about this, that when Krishna Sahib left Dubai, that time he was already aware about it. And we were, like myself, Dipraz, Ratnakar, we were so much after him to at least go and see him. So he was reluctant. He do not wanted us to see him in that situation. And he was always, I don't know why, he was always like that. He do not wanted to see anybody suffering, or he do not wanted anybody to feel bad for Krishna sir. So this is it. I wanted to tell about my last call. I don't know what Krishna sir, why I'm telling this is, Krishna sir was already aware that, okay, he has his last days, he's counting his last days. And he mentioned to me that, Vijay, I'm going from here. Now I'm going for 20 days, but I'm expecting that, okay, I'll stay there for 3 months. The treatment would take some time. But we should be doing something back home. He was particularly talking about Raju Kamble sir, that in a memory of Raju Kamble sir, and in a for every NRIs, every Ambedkarite people, when they go back home, we should have some place. I have a doubt now why Krishna sahib shared with me this, that, okay, he was having in mind to have something, some central place in place like Nagpur, to create something where people from all over India and across the globe can come together, discuss moment, and plan activities from that particular moment. So I just wanted to inform you all of this. This was his last communication with me, and now it gives me an impression that, okay, there was some reason that why Krishna Sahib mentioned about it. So we'll see how we can go about it further. Right now, I would stop here myself, and thank you for giving me this opportunity and sharing my experiences with beloved Krishna Sahib. And I can say that, okay, we will miss you forever, Krishna Sahib. Thank you. Jai Hind. Namo Buddhaya.
Thank you very much, Vijay Dada. Thank you so much for sharing what he very significantly and pricelessly hinted, that the community should come together and we should live in harmony. And you are right. When I was attending the funeral ceremony, Bhikhu Chandrabodhi ji from UK said that जो भी कृष्णा जी को मिलता था वो कृष्णा जी का हो जाता था. That's the quality he had. Whoever met him, he used to win his heart, and he has that, what in Urdu theology says, that farishta, or in Christian theology they say the angelic spirit he had in him. So we are working on it, how we can take this ahead, his dreams. Therefore, I'm keeping some friends at last to speak about. So, but another close friend of him, Sandeep Kardakji, is with us from Dubai. So I would like to invite Sandeep Kardakji, who works in Emeritus. So can you please share in time, sir? Please maintain, because I have a few friends to invite as well. In 5 minutes, Sandeep Kardakji, please, from Dubai.
Jai Bhim and Namo Buddhaya to everyone. Within a span of 2 to 3 years, we lost our two jewels of Ambedkar rights mission. One is Raju Kamble, who is the mentor of Ambedkar International Mission, and one is Mr. Kashi Krishna, who built up this movement further in Ambedkar Mission. And what he has done exactly, that he joined all Ambedkarite throughout the India. I mean to say, in Hyderabad, in 2006, we had a convention where he has introduced Ambedkar International Mission to everyone. Politically, his connection was very good. He introduced to the Mr. Undru, Rajshekhar He introduced to the so many small people who were working for the mission. He used to introduce, but he will never say that this is from some small area or this is from big area or what. He was treating everybody equally. Now, I want to say is this. When he came to Dubai in 2001, and when we met him, Rajkumar Kamble used to call me and say, he used to say me that from India, some people are going to come, like Kashi Krishna ji, then Ratnakar Dandavate, and we used to go and meet them. And whenever we used to meet them, we used to feel very happy, especially me, because slowly our strength was growing in the UAE. And because of that strength, we are able to do a lot of social activities. And in that, Krishna sir has joined with so many people in UAE, especially from the South Indian side. So in our Ambedkar Jayanti or Buddha Jayanti, we used to see the entire India in one place, from north to south and east to west of the India. This is how we people were working together. And now he has told very clearly message to us that you should keep your ego, status, everything aside when you are going to work for the movement. And this is what I learned from him, and as well as from the Rajkumar Kamble ji. Another qualities of these two people is that whenever they used to go for some work, they never used to look for the money. Immediately some money or some amount is required, they used to don it immediately. So their Dan Parmita was so strong, which make them the greatest among us. So this is how we learn so many things from Krishna as well as Rajkumar Kamble ji. And we lost these two people, as we are saying, but physically they are lost, but mentally they are within our thoughts only. And we want to carry out all the missions, which is told by Rajkumar Kamble ji as well as Kashi Krishna ji. And he has introduced to the Satpal ji and Madam, Rajshekhar Undru ji, and many more South Indian people from Tamil Nadu and from Hyderabad, and as well as in Delhi also, where we made a convention in 2016. There also he was having so many tremendous contacts, which is there with me. So I will request all our Ambedkarite people like Rajendra Undru ji, Satpal ji, Madam ji, and many more other people, that even though Krishna ji is not there, but we all are joined together because of him. And I am requesting you all that we will keep this together ourselves. We will be Sangatit. Actually, I called him Sangamitra actually, because he has created very big Sangha among the Ambedkarite people. And that is, we call it Sangha, and people are just following him very nicely because he was having the one kind of magnetism within him. And that magnetism, everyone from our community should develop. How to take care of our people, how to talk with our people, and how to approach to them to the ground level and work with them. This is what I learned from this Kashi Krishna ji and Mr. Rajkumar Kamble. So this is what this is my homage to these two people, as well as I always think about the people that they go physically, but mentally they are within us. So I follow their teaching, as well as Baba Sahib teaching, Buddha's teaching, and these two people. So this is how I am trying to develop myself, and I will be always working with Ambedkar International Mission, along with my colleagues who are there in the Hyderabad, in North India. So I will requesting all our Ambedkarite people, please keep in touch with us, each other, when now and then, and I will be calling them every 1 week or 2 weeks in between. So Maitri Varji, thank you very much for giving me this opportunity.
Thank Thank you, Sandeep Dada, for sharing your close connection. If Nitin Dada has some few minutes, can you speak something, or you have to leave? Nitin Thulkar from UK. Anyway, thank you really very much. Here I would like to invite now Lokamitra ji, who also shared a long and age-old friendship with Kashi Krishna ji, and last year, just before this month, he was at Nagaloka, Nagarjuna Training Institute. So may I request Lokmitra ji to share a few words about Kashi Krishna Garu.
Hi, Jaibim. Thank you very much, Maitri Virji, for asking me. You know, I've lived in India for 42 years and I've been engaged almost entirely with the movement started by Baba Saheb. And it's, in my understanding, one of the most positive movements of social change that history has known, not just India, but history throughout the world. And I've met many leaders, many activists, I've met many great people. But in my experience, Kashi Krishna ji was one of the most positive. He was one of the greats, along with Raju Komble. I knew him personally for about 30 years or so. I didn't meet him a lot, but I met him in Bombay. He came to my home in Pune. He came to Nagaloka. He looked after me in Dubai. But even though I didn't meet him a lot, he was a sort of person you become friendly with, you know, immediately. He had that quality. He had an incredibly rare, natural positivity. And, you know, that sort of positivity can take years and years of hard Dhamma practice to develop, but he had it naturally. And you'll know very well his qualities. Everyone's been speaking of them, his generosity, his ethics, especially his speech. Sometimes we don't think about speech as ethics, but Baba Saheb in the Buddha and his Dhamma emphasized very much under the section of Dhamma, the purification of speech. He spoke of 4 aspects of speech. And he also said that metta was the foundation of ethics. And, you know, that's what comes across his great friendship. Then his energy, he accomplished so much, his enthusiasm, his remarkable dedication, and especially just mentioned his selflessness. He had no personal agenda. He didn't want anything for himself, no personal glory. He didn't want money. He didn't want a name. He didn't even want awards. So this is what Baba Saheb called a bodhisattva. You know, we call Baba Saheb a bodhisattva. He wanted us all to be bodhisattvas. He asked us to practice the paramitas. What I've just said now are the paramitas: jhana, ethics, metta, energy, selflessness, and so on. So sometimes we think that Buddhism is a serious Buddhism, becoming a bodhisattva is a matter of meditating and studying the Dhamma all the time. We have these sort of standard ideas of religious people, but that's not the case. The sort of life Kashi Krishna ji led exemplified the life of a bodhisattva. He showed us the sort of ideal activist, Dhamma activist that Baba Saheb, I believe, wanted to. So in that way, he was an exemplar to everyone, and everyone's appreciated him in that way. So I'm very, very pleased as chairman of Nagaloka, Nagarjuna Institute, that Maitri Veer, who's our director there, honorary director, on our behalf has tied up with Lakshmayaji of the Center for Dalit Studies in Hyderabad and has organized this condolence ceremony. We have to respect and honor such people who do so much. We have to follow their example. People who make a contribution to what Baba Saheb calls the moral order of the universe. You know, I think sometimes we forget that it's not just Baba Saheb's mission that one is working for in the mission, but the impact on the world. This is what Baba Saheb said. He thought that this, what he had started, the conversion to movement, the liberation movement, was not just for his people. It was for India. It could set an example to the world. So last year we had the honor to present him with the Prabhupada Bharat Peace Award on our annual Ashok Vijaya Dashmi celebrations. We had no idea that that would be our last meeting with him. I personally am very, very deeply grateful that we could make that very special connection with him at the end of his wonderful life. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Lokmitra ji. Yes, indeed, it was such a special connection at the occasion of Ashok Vijayadashmi last year. Among us, we also have another dignity, Professor V. Krishna ji from Hyderabad Central University. In the documentary, you might have seen that his picture with Kashi Krishna Garu. So now here I would like to invite Professor V. Krishna sir to share in 5 to 7 minutes about his living experiences of Kashi Krishna Garu. Professor V. Krishna sir from Hyderabad Central University.
Okay. खा नीट खा
V. Krishna sir. Pratik? Hello?
भैया सर नहीं है अभी.
अच्छा, oh, he is no problem. It's okay. Vijay Khobragade ji from Canada, is he on the list?
Hello?
Hello?
Hello, you are hearing me?
Yes, yes.
Jai Bhim everyone and Namo Buddhaya. Thank you Nagarjuna Training Institute for arranging this condolence meeting in memory of Krishna Sahib. I don't know what to say, but still I'm not digesting. He's not with us. When I went to Dubai, I was in relation or in touch with him since 2004 when I went to Dubai for work, and few friends told me about Krishna Sahib. He's from Andhra Pradesh and very dedicated social activist, Ambedkarites from our community. I was very excited that day and called him and talked to him, since we are different regions, different language. But while talking, he made me so comfortable and didn't feel that we are first time talking or is a different person. After that, he joined my company and he was also living in the same building. So we used to meet kind of every day, and he's part of our family members. He used to treat my wife and daughter's granddaughter and her daughter. So we has that much kind of relationship, or that bonding emotionally is a part of our family member. Other than that, his qualities kind of, he's that kind of person who has connection throughout the India or across the globe, and he's simple. He's a very honest person. He don't have ego. He's, whenever you talk to him, he's always smile in his face. And ready for it every time. Whenever you ask him something, I need this one, he's ready to do any help. And there was no, if something you need, oh, there is a Krishna Sahib is there, no problem, everything will be all right. I talked to him on October 17 last month. This was my last talk about, because I used to talk to him monthly. And we talked a few minutes, he didn't, by talking, I didn't realize that there is that big problem. After talking Saturday, and after 2 days after, I received a call from Bhante Chandra Bodhi stating that he has a severe disease and he living is very counting days kind of. So that's the Saturday that day, as after listening this news, and week after 2 weeks after, he's not with us. So he's I would say that when I see his personal, he's a very simple, honest, loving, kind, good human being, soft-hearted. It's all the qualities within him which is one human being requires. We had a plan next year to, as Chakraborty sir mentioned, that he's coming to UK, Europe, and then Canada. His wish to visit to Columbia University and London Bhavan. He said before retirement, I want to visit this one, we'll go together. That was our plan. And also 2 months before, I told him that, okay, to start processing your visa applications kind of thing. So it's advanced, it takes. And now we are here, he live with us. He came last in 2018. I went to India, my India trip. He came all the way from Dubai to meet us, and we went together. He spent 3 days we went to Bodh Gaya, Sarnath. We spent 3 days. That time he spent 3 days with us. That is my last stay with him. So I would say that I lost, is my personal loss, is society loss. I lost my mentor, is a friend, brother, father, kind of, you can say that, whatever maybe. And he will stay with us rest of my life and rest of our life. So we continue to, he made some commitment and he also shared to Bhante Chandra Bodhi as well. And also Vijay says the Bhavan. So we need to talk on that, what commitment he made. He shared his commitment to Bhante Chandra Modi and asked him to fulfill. And if he can join hands, that will be our great contribution. I would say that a little bit. I would say on this one, I'll miss you, sir. It's memorable days for last 16 years spent with you. You're one of my part of life. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Vijay, for sharing that personal note, which is really touching. We have another friend with us, Jayant Ramteke, who also stayed in Dubai, Abu Dhabi, and European countries. Now he is based in Mumbai, who stayed with Kashi Krishna ji for a long time. I would like to invite him now to share his experiences in 5 to 7 minutes, please. Jayant Ramteke from Mumbai.
Jai Bhim and Namo Buddhaya to all the participants in this condolence meeting. I pay my homage and tributes to late Kashi Krishna sir. I had an opportunity to stay with Kashi Krishna sir for some time during my stint in UAE for 6 long years from the year 2008 to 2014. So there are many things which people have already shared about Kashi Krishna sir, his social and the personal aspects of his personality and a character. I would like to touch upon some of his other side from a professional angle. You know, the way he was working in his office, because when I was staying with him, he would share a lot of stories from his workplace. Okay, and I know that he spent time only on two things. Okay, one was his office work, and second was his social commitments. Okay, since he was a single, like he had no other family commitments, so these were two important things on which he spent most of his time. And he was very effective and efficient person in his organization, and his employers relied on him in a very big way to handle the manpower in their organizations. And he being so, this is another personal aspect of his character and personality, where he was able to connect to the people from, like, the top level to the bottom in the organization, like, to the worker level. And therefore the organizations were looking forward to his services to handle people who are working in the organization at a lower level. So whenever there was any problem related to the employees, working at a lower level, Kashi Krishna sir was a person who always helped his top management to handle those problems. So I know him. I know that he was sent on many assignments, special assignments. He was sent to Saudi Arabia. I met him there when he was working on one project. There were a lot of problems in getting the laborers together and implementing the project, and there was no one else in the organization but Kashi Krishna sir, who could talk to various people across the organizations and get things done. Okay, so that was one very important aspect of his professional life. Okay, and such people are always very useful and in demand in the organization. Okay, another aspect of his, which was already discussed a little bit, was his helping hand to the labor in UAE and maybe in other countries as well. So Kashi Krishna sir was known in India, from his native state or in Maharashtra or anywhere else, that he would be the one person where you can just get in touch with him and you could get some small job somewhere in UAE or in other Middle East countries, and he would help people to get job. And not only that, once they are in, and see, most of the people who are here, like in UAE, so people who are professionals, they do not face so many challenges in terms of living there and their workplaces and all of that. But these some of these places are really really very like dangerous places on earth. Okay, for the labor, or the manual labor to work at. Okay, so their passports used to be seized. This practice continues even in UAE, so-called little bit liberal country compared to other Middle East countries. And whenever people face problems, they would not have their passports. If they have to go back to the country, to India, someone like something happened in emergency, they have to travel back, and they would face so many problems. And on many occasions, so Kashi Krishna sir was one person, okay, for all the laborers who were working under him, and also people who knew him directly, indirectly, who participated in all the Buddha Jayanti and Dr. Ambedkar Jayanti celebrations. So everyone knew Kashi Krishna sir, and they would approach him whenever they faced problems, and he would come forward and help them in every aspect. Okay, so whenever, and that's the reason why he probably could not save any money for himself. The reason was, like, he used to, whoever came to him, he would just as Mr. Kadak rightly pointed out, his dana paramita was very strong, and he would just help people. Yeah, that I know he used to every time tell me stories about some person died in UAE, and his relatives back home did not know how to get the body, and they would connect to him, and he would carry out all the papers. So right from doing all the papers till sending off that body away from the country, he would be there standing with the families till the end. I mean, like, that was something which very few people can do. Okay, so that aspect of his life, where he could connect to the downtrodden people everywhere. Okay, I mean, like, it's very easy to maintain relationship with people of your own stature. Okay, But apart from that, to maintain relationship, and I'm sure there are a lot of other people, who would echo my sentiments. So this one aspect was very touching. There are many other things from him to learn. I know from a moment's perspective, but some of these points I wanted to share with you as through the personal discussions I had with him. Some of the things which touched me about his personality. And sadly, what happens is, during the lifetime of people, we do not have a mechanism in our moment where we recognize the people. Of course, yeah. I mean, like he got the award given by the Nagarjuna Institute. But yes, most of the times, only after people they are gone. We kind of like keep talking about their good things. Okay, but I think like we should start recognizing people while they are alive, and they should be recognized for all their good work, so that they and all other people get motivated. So I think like this is one aspect that we at a moment level we should just keep mind. So with this, I know there are many people who want to speak. So with this, I would like to thank Maitrivir to invite me and share my thoughts with you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Jen Dada, for sharing your very valuable experiences. I would like to invite now. Is Mahesh Vasnik sir is with us from USA? Mahesh Vasnik. Anyway, now I would like to just go back to his native experiences. Wanted to kindly invite now KJ Rao Garu to please share some feelings and thoughts about Kashi Krishna Garu. Sir, you are on mute, sir. Sir, Anna.
Yeah. It's not mute now?
Yeah. We can hear you now.
Yeah. Jai Bhim, Namo Buddham. I'm deeply saddened to speak at this memorial meeting. I never ever imagined that I had to speak on this occasion of condolence meeting of my buddy, my brother, Krishna. I'm still unable to overcome this reality that is no more. It's a sad loss, not only to me, to all Ambedkarites and Buddhists all over India and the world across. I had the wide range of condolence messages being received from my friends, Ambedkarites. It itself speaks in volumes about his character, about his humility, about his dedication, and about his perseverance to take care of the issues pertaining to Dalits, Ambedkarites, and Buddhists. You all must have seen in 63 years of his lifespan, he has spent 18 years in Dubai and abroad, and around 17 years in Mumbai, and rest of the years, either he is in my hometown or he was in great trouble with our job and moving around the places. We are together in thick and thin. We stood for each other, shoulder to shoulder, in times of personal crisis. I don't know, my heart is very heavy. I'm not able to speak, but I know much about him, his childhood, and his student is and his nascent stage of taking steps towards imbibing the Ambedkar ideology within him. I'll be failing in my duty if I don't mention about his family. He comes from very, very decent and very good family with high values. I think he derived all his qualities from his parents and brought up, although his last mother, his sister, elder sister and second sister, touched him, treated him like their eldest son out of the family. His brother is very disciplined, and when he completed his education in Kakinada, he came to Mumbai, and his second brother who took care of him. And I would like to take you back only and 2-3 incidents which influenced him, and we are together in that. When we were studying in the intermediate, particularly, and prior to that, Mr. Pawan Murthy used to come for Ambedkar Jayantis and used to talk about, that's where we heard about Ambedkar. That's from him we learned all the ideology, what to do, how to be a torchbearer of Ambedkar ideology. We used to go to the streets and collect money for the Ambedkar Jayanti, and we used to take active part in the processions and making the banners and placards and making the arrangements for Ambedkar Jayanti. That's where we started our journey. When we were in intermediate, we started a small association in the school, college, that we said Ambedkar Students Association. And we called all the students who are coming from different villages, nearby villages, who belongs to Dalit communities. And we used to ask them, if you have any problem whatsoever, please share with us, we will come and deal with it. And so to say that one village known as a Pekeru, there our people are trying to get the lands which were earlier cultivated, used by our own people, but it was grabbed again by the caste induced. And one gentleman has told, one boy told us, this is it. We have a habit of doing it because when we are in the village, there were 7 hamlets and some of them are named by the caste. We wanted to change that perspective. The scavengers village is known as scavengers caste, and the cobblers village is known as Madigas village. First of all, we wanted to recrystalline the villages known by that caste. Ours is known as Adi Andhra Peta. So we wanted to change it to Ambedkar Nagar. The another scavengers village is known as, we changed it to Vikash Nagar. In that there are 7 hamlets under the leadership of Mr. Ponumatal Vishnumurthy. We used to go to village in the night by hiring the cycles, and we used to educate them, and we used to tell them, leave your inferiority complex and come out with the superiority complex. You are second to none. You need not take any shit, whatever is going to be given, thrusted on you. And in that we are very successful. And I could see, he followed a pattern, even when he went to Bombay. I'll come to that later on. And when we went to Paikaru, and we worked for continuously, we used to go every Saturday and Sunday by cycles. We happened to be in a Rickshaw Pullers Association president. So I used to ride the rickshaw, make him to sit there and go to that village and organize the meetings. And we used to eat with them. And we had to muster the courage and support each one of them so that we will go and take back that piece of land. There is one lady, that lady was not from our community. She is from different other communities, caste into communities, but she was willing to help us. And with her help, we went there, we grabbed that land, we tilled that land, we sowed the seeds. It has come for the crop. We cut the crop along with them and spoke to them. They all were very happy. Her name was Velcheta Sitama. And you don't believe it, we are actively associated with a Raitukuli peasants movement, where one of our boy was killed in the shoot at site. We went there to take out the people from the police station. Me and Krishna was there very deeply into that. We are hardly, 17, 18 years old. We are not scared of our life. We wanted to work for our community, and we wanted to bring all of them together and fight for it. When we are addressing the meeting, we come to know well, Sitama and her family was butchered overnight when it was raining. It was a very, very terrible thing for us to accept it. And me and Krishna, we went to the village, we took the sticks and ran around the streets, and we challenged everybody. If anybody has guts, come out, kill us. Not a lady who is trying to help our community people. That's where we mustered our courage. We ensured, we went to the collectorate, slept in front of his office, and ensured that all the culprits were brought to book. Of course, it has taken a lot of time. And our families were very much worried. They wanted to drive away from our place so that every time something had happened, they used to go to the police station, check whether we are inside or outside the police station. And one of our friends, he is a fighter, like, and if any of our girl are being harassed, used to go and hit them. And I used to try along with Krishna, go and bring them out. And in that process, we went with candle shows. We went with some kind of lights in the midnight. We went to the collectorate's office. We pressurized them. And thereafter, he went to Kakinada. I went to Loyola College. And I went to JNU. He went to Siddharth College and Sydenham College. We are constantly in touch, but we are moving together and we're imbibing the ideology. We are trying to change the path of our actions. We wanted to be not in a way of bursting out and trying to show our muscle power and take out our anger. No, it is not the correct way. We realized it when we are studying together, when we are studying at different places. Then in 80s, in 83, Patel is a turning point in his life. He started the Dr. Ambedkar Andhra Yujan Sangam there in Prem Nagar. It's a big story. It is not known to many people. I will only narrate one incident. He was also going with Madhu Dandawat, his wife, Mrunali Dandawate, and he was going and working in the slums. In 1985, he was working in New Testament Church of Christ as a school teacher. It is a slum area in Malwani. And her father, Patlar Prabhakar Rao, was from Andhra, but he was there. He started a school and he worked there. And there he got associated with working in slum areas. Then he has gone to this particular place, Prem Nagar. He collected all the persons. He displayed the nameplate over there. There is one barber shop in front of our slum area. He broke that signboard. Then he called me. What to do? How to go about it? Luckily, we have tested and tried practices which we followed when we were in Yanam. So I told you go to the police station with mashals, And in front of that, Prem Nagar, there is our Buddha Vihar was there. And one of the workers, they went to that place and called them. By the time Krishna went there, there was around 100 people assembled. They all went to the police station. It was a history. And thereafter, he expanded his activities and people have come. There were 4 small units, one in Andheri and Pump House area, one in Jogeshwari, one in Malad, one in Goregaon. He combined the way we have done it in Yanam. He did the same thing. He made another Dalit Federation, Telugu Dalit Federation, which was registered later on after he left the place in 2006. And he was a guiding force for them. He learned his organization skills over there. And from there, while he was working in Air India, also he expanded, associated with them. In 80s, he was actively with under the guidance of Boja Tarakamji. He was also associated in Hyderabad and other places. And somehow, because of dereliction of duty and dereliction of duty, he was taken out, suspended from the job. Thereafter, he has come to me. I fought for to reinstatement of this. I went to all the ministries, including Civil Aviation Minister, a number of other persons. I took up the matter. I told them it's omission of a duty, not a commission of a mistake, and disproportionate punishment is not acceptable. I went round in all the places and I told them, but he there also is very choosy. He told me not to approach any MP or any minister who does not have a character. I don't want anybody to help me out. That is his integrity. That is his commitment for his own character. He wanted to maintain even by losing the job. And from 96 to 2000, he was there. And my good friend and our brother, Lingarazu, was also kind enough to allow him to stay in one of the AP-bound quarters. And there he did not leave it. And second thing, even when he doesn't have a job, somehow is pulling on by working with the Ejal Malay. He was a health minister at that point of time. And that was in 1997. The government of India has brought out one circular. They shifted this, reservation policy from vacancy-based to post-based rosters. I was struggling, I got the backlog vacancies cleared. We conducted the written test in ONGC for around 500 people. And that's the point of time. The circular had come, they stopped it. I was going from pillar to post, National Commission for SC/ST. Whoever is coming in front of me, I was pleading with them. That is the time all 4 MPs who got elected from Maharashtra, he told me, I'll bring them to you, then why don't you, I have to prepare a note, and I gave a slide presentation. I invited them to my hotel, hosted a dinner, and I treated them, and I told them, they raised a question, it is another issue. But even when he's in trouble, when he's for a greater cause of our community, he was always there, and he connected me to a number of people who were very successful. Thereafter, he went to Dubai, and Dubai, you all know about it, from Dubai with AIM and the way he got connected. But in 2000, I got, suffered some setbacks. I had my own ill health. Then I stayed back, but he never ever left me alone. He used to contact me. I used to act as a devil's advocate, and I used to tell him what the strategy is, how to go about it, what to do. And he likes only those people who can share their wealth and time. And he loves my sister Pragna, and he has tremendous regard to my brother-in-law, Mr. Satyapal, because these two contribute more than 25% of the salaries for the work of our community. And he used to enjoy their company, talking to them, although they're very, very young people. And whenever we go, we used to plan together. We will go, and he says that I'll enjoy in their company. Even when I have to force him to call him back, because I could understand from his voice he's not well. And the last time he had come, he wanted to spend some time with my family and with my wife and kids. And on my marriage anniversary, he wanted to be there. I was always out. He said, I'm coming, you come to Ahmedabad, pick me up. And on 1st of December, he had come, but he had come with an agenda. Every time he used to come to Baroda, we used to search which is the office premises where he was insulted, he was thrown, files on him. And he wanted to see the Sankalpa Bhumi, but that was not decided at that point of time. And we're so lucky when he had come on 1st and 2nd of December, we could go to the collectorate office with the help of some of our SC/ST associations, which are known to me in Baroda, because I worked earlier for 10 years. Thereafter, I worked there for 3 years. One of our cousin sister was also in the district collector of that place. We could see the place, the room in which Ambedkar was insulted, the room in which place he was, sitting. And those people said, when Bharati has, allotted this room after we identified it, happened to be from our village. We both hugged each other, we were in tears. Our joy knew no bounds. And his mission was very successful to come to that place. He was collecting the papers and writings of our people for the Muknaik centenary celebrations. From there, we went to the place which was allocated. He was very happy. And we were also there in the Sankal Bhumi. We had taken the photographs. And from there, unfortunately, I got a call from my office. I got to leave for Rajasthan. So we both, instead of celebrating my marriage anniversary, I told you stay back, but he said, no, I'll also come to Ahmedabad. He wanted to meet the associates of Mr. Solanki, who was with Dr. Ambedkar when they approached the Simon Commission and gave their memorandum for giving certain concessions in constitutional changes. And he thrilled and he told me, KJ, I got some papers, very, very good documents, and which we are going to preserve it. And he was extremely happy that trip to that place, that is the last time we were together in happy moods on 16th. And from 10th onwards, 10th October onwards, I was pressurizing him to come back. I will take care of you, don't worry. And he relented. He wanted to come on 25th. But I pressurized through my sister and Satipal, prevailed upon him, made him to consult a doctor, and Mr. Undru Rajshekharji was all through, was helping me, guiding me, and making arrangements at Hyderabad. I don't know many people in Hyderabad. I know the previous time when he was in 2016, when he was underwent operation on his thigh for took out the lump in his hand, leg. That was the time I could take her. I was insisting I will take him to Bombay. But again, because the COVID, no one will be there from ONGC to help me out. So finally we landed, both of us landed there, and I landed first and 16th. He was there on the 16th. He was unable to walk. Rajshekharji is kind enough to arrange for a wheelchair with short notice, and he came. I took him there on 17th to 20th. We went for all checkup, and see his courage. He is so composed. When the doctor, he asked, "What is my lifespan?" And the doctor told him all the truth to him. Then I was crying, but he was very, very composed. And he asked me, I owe a sorry to all of you. I could not provide an opportunity for all of you who loved him, who were with him, and who was your guide, and who you all revered him with respect, utmost respect, that I could see in all condolence meetings. And he made me, I used to make him to tell lies, to my wife and my mother, whenever I was, indulging some kind of all other activities of violent activities. But before he died, he made me to lie to people, not to tell. It's not a lie. He doesn't like people to see him in a pathetic condition. He doesn't want any sympathy from whatsoever. He only told me to allow a certain number of people. He wanted to stay with his sisters and children and their grandchildren and my family. And he wanted to speak to my sister Pragna and my brother-in-law, Mr. Satyapal. And I called them. They come. We all three were there. Then we went back, and we are taking care of him. I know I am waging a losing battle on his life, but I could never lose the hope. On the 31st night, he held my hand. Why? It's enough for me. I can't bear the pain. I tried to counsel him. I wanted to repose faith. You trust me, I'll take care of you. In Bombay, in Vizag, we made an arrangement. He wanted to complete the book on Dalit movement, Patlan, Dalit Panthers. We booked a hotel in Vizag, which is having a sea view. We paid the money to that. We wanted to take him out from his sister's house and keep him there. And from there, we wanted to move to my another cousin's house, which is having a 3-bedroom and hall. And I told him, and day after tomorrow, I'll take him out. If you want, I'll take you tomorrow itself. But he told me, speak to the doctor and find out, is it good to take him tomorrow a day after tomorrow. I trust you. You do whatever you want. Then when he said, you go home, it is 9:45, and waved onion in his tearful eyes. The scene which I can never forget. I couldn't save him. This is my regret. He is for everybody. He used to tell me, KJ, take care of the people who works for the society, who lives for the society. I know he lived for the society. He has grown in stature in such a way. I used to even fear his shadow because ethically, morally, culturally, he's so good. He's the epitome of humility, goodness, whatnot. Is a package of a human being, which nobody can forget. And all my friends, not our community, they were sending the messages. And some of my friends' daughters calling me, how are you coping up, uncle? We are unable to bear this loss. It's not only my loss, it's a loss of our Dalits society, the Ambedkarites, and Buddhists. I promise you, we have a lot of plans. We wanted to retire from the active life. We have financial problems. In order to get rid of tide over the financial problems, we wanted to work till 2002. And I told him, I will dedicate myself, my services completely, fully, 100% for our society, whatever you say. Then I told him I wanted to start a training center. We need so many people in each district and in each village but our people use the society for their personal gains, and out of the leadership crisis, our movements are going down. We wanted to nurture people, imbibe the culture and Ambedkarite ideology, and make them to dedicate themselves, ready to sacrifice for the society, not to sacrifice the society for selfish ends. And we wanted to build 2 rooms for both of us in a nook and corner. And I told them, let us not be in limelight. We'll create the germs and they will take care of our society in future. After all, how many years we are going to survive? Maybe for another 10 years, but we wanted to dedicate our life, the remaining like for that. But he left me alone. But the cause for which we wanted to fight, we wanted to do, it will drive me further strongly. I assure you all, I always stayed back when we went there. I don't want to come to the limelight along with him. If anybody can say you are promoting your brother, that I told him, so I never want to come to any of the meetings. I refused to come to Jayantis there in Dubai, but I was always there for all Ambedkar Jains and Vardhantis there when he celebrates there in Bombay. And all our friends, the Ambedkarites, my assurance is this: I may not live up to the expectation of you. I may not as tall as Krishna. I'm not as good as Krishna in other activities, other cultural activities, or maybe in qualities and skills. But I assure you, I never failed in my life. Whatever I've done it, I will take care of whatever is left for us. I'll be with you. I solicit your support in taking forward this mission. And I always humbly submit myself to whatever is going to be decided in his memory. I will do that work. I take this opportunity on behalf of myself, my family, my Krishna's family, to convey you are a family to us. So still, but it is my ardent duty to convey our regards and respects, who are sparing much of your time and giving such a pleasant memories, memories of his, which I am not personally aware, few of them. It is really very, very humbling, and it's pleasure to know all of you. From today onwards, I'll be with you all. With this, I take leave of you. Jai Bhim, Namo Buddha. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Anna, for sharing very touching memories. I just can't comment on what you said. Just he just lives in our heart now onwards. That's what I can say. Now we are running short of time, brothers and sisters. and it's very difficult for me to stop. This is not a speech, but it's the emotions that come, so it's very difficult for me to interrupt also. I just wanted to request you to please maintain time, and it's a emotional aspect also to our stories. So now I would like to just request our sister Professor Pradnya to share some of her memories with him. And we are going to announce, so some people are waiting to speak. So please kindly be brief, but we are also eager to listen. So our sister Professor Pradnya.
Namo Buddhaya, Jai Bhim. As you all have said just now, the sudden demise of Krishnaji has pushed all of us, his friends and colleagues in the movement, into a world of distress and anguish. And it's very difficult for us to come out of this. And the movement, I feel the movement will suffer this bereavement, because it's very difficult to find such a person of a man of commitment to the propagation of Baba Sahib Ambedkar's ideology and Buddhism. And his commitment was demonstrated in all his actions. And I'm not going to say or tell you something new about Krishnaji, but you know, 1st November, I just would like to tell you or share with you all, 1st November 9:30, you know, it was a shock. And one side, you know, my brother just now, you know, we all listened to him, Jaipalanaya, he was completely shattered, okay? And again we called the doctors to the room, okay? And I was begging the doctors, you know, doctor, please test him, you know? And then doctors came and said, no, you know, this is all, that's all. And then, you know, so everybody, you know, whoever was around, completely, everybody was shattered. And then I thought, see, those who were there that day with him, we knew what happened. And then all of you, some of you I know personally, I met some of you when you came to Delhi, when you attended the Ambedkar International Conference, and other friends, colleagues in the movement. So I spoke to my Anna Jaipalanna, and then I spoke to Satyapal, and completely shattered, though started, you know, making arrangements, other things. And then all of you, right, came to my mind, and I thought, right, it's my responsibility to give you this message, and it's my responsibility to show Kashi Krishna ji to all of you. And then four children, I should tell their names: Arhant, Nalanda, Lumbini, and Dinesh. 4 children, I told them, see, across the globe, Krishna Mama's, Krishna Uncle's friends should see Krishna Mama now. And then within minutes, they made the arrangements, and Krishnaji's mobile was with me, and I started communicating with all of you through his mobile, right? And I know what kind of feeling, or you know, what you experience, because you know, you started receiving messages from the mobile of a person, right, who left this world, who was you know, not there. And many of you also expressed that, what happened, Krishna ji is no more, but I'm receiving message from his mobile. And then I introduced myself and started communicating with you all. And then the only thing that was there in my mind is, all of you should see Krishna ji. And this 4 children really worked. And then this is how, at least, you know, we had the satisfaction that we could make you all see Kashi Krishna ji. At this juncture, we do not have much time now to discuss many things, or our personal relation, or any other, moments that we spent with him. At this juncture, what I feel is we have to emulate, imbibe his ideals in order to strengthen our movement and take forward the mission. Because Kashi Krishna was a man of mission, man of action. And so it's our responsibility, as all of you have been doing, of course, I need not tell you, right? Kashi Krishna ji was not, or, he was not past, he's present and also future. He is here in all the works that we are doing now and which we will be doing. Thank you so much. Thank you for making me a part of this program. Thank you so much, Brother Maitreyi. Thank you very much. Namo Buddhaya. Jai Bhim.
Thank you very much, Akka, for sharing such memories of Kashi Krishna Garu. He's right. He made Baba Sahib's dream his own dream. That's how he lived. Now I'd like to request Professor Satyapal Garu to share briefly his condolence message with us.
Yeah, thank you, Maitreyi ji. Jai Bhim, Namo Buddhaya. Yeah, I'd like to be as brief as brevity was allowing me. I just want to mention 2-3 things with you. See, I know him for over 3 decades, and our association, in fact, now started with the social movement itself. And since then, he has been always guiding me through my activities. He is the one who pushed me into many of these social activities. He used to guide me always, and used to discuss. And I have learned few things, in fact, now from him. One is the kind of critical analysis as to what you all plan and do. I have seen him like whenever he used to plan, he is a meticulous planner, and he has got the great ability to mobilize resources. And he himself is a platform of dialogue across, like many people, like in the sense who don't see eye to eye, would definitely come to him and then talk to him, with Krishna, and he used to connect them. He's a great communicator, and he used to be very close across generations. So I always used to tell him, in fact, there is a thing in Telugu. He's a transgenerational connector, very pleasant personality, and his personal kind of a, composer, pleasant, and he always used to deal with the movement. Whenever he thinks and talks, he never used to waste time. He used to think of a moment, how to connect people, how to take things ahead. When I met him for the first time, he was quoting from Dr. Ambedkar. He was talking about, like many people, they say how great Dr. Ambedkar is, but he told me that Dr. Ambedkar himself, in fact, established his own standards of being great. And he quoted me that particular thing from Ambedkar, saying that a great man must be motivated by the dynamics of social purpose and must act as a scout and scavenger of the society. And if, as we see his life, Kashi Krishna, in fact, tried to emulate this particular behavior in his life, not just to become great, but to take ahead this kind of a motivation to go to the people. He always used to tell me that we are not necessary for those people who are good, who could do such things. He used to say we should go for the worst, not just in Mumbai, when he was working with the slums, also in Delhi. When he lost his job, he was so modest, and he knew people there, but he did not ask them to help them. I know he has maintained his self-respect, very, very particular, very specific.
And when he has been in UAE, he made it very, very particular that he always used to visit the labor camps. Probably friends who joined from UAE, Kardak Saab, like Vijay, and then Tulkar, many of these people they know, Ratnagar Dandavate. He always has the feeling to go to those people who need help. So Krishna, in fact, now was such kind of a personality. Yes, I used to like tell him lightly. Life is what happens to us when we are busy making other plans. But I used to, in fact, like with my own affection, I used to tell Krishna, you're a lucky man. Probably we do not know how we say die, but at least you have some time to plan. He said, yeah, in the last days, yes, I have made some plans and I'm giving you some of my plans to, say accomplished. Yes, he did, gave me some plans. And he also was in fact, said, this is what we have tried to do. This is what we need to do and all. And he was planning for the younger generation, what my son should do, what other people should do. So I found Krishna as of course, Pragyesh said, the man of action. He used to meticulously research. He used to, like in a sense, plan for programs. He used to research. He used to look for the dates, look for the background, search for the material, get those material which is not known to others. Great researcher. And then he did not just become an academic. He did not become a letterer. He did not just become, in fact, a friend of politicians, and he did become a politician. He became a grassroots worker. And that is a great, say, message, particularly to me. And many of us, in fact, know who love him for his actions, and we know him for his commitment. So I have seen such a man of composure, such a man of simplicity, and a man of character. He had no vices, and yeah, we are all his family. No savings. He just lived like as Brother Maitrivir was telling me that time. In fact, when we were first talking about it, he was a monk without a shiver. That is what Chandrabodhi Bandeji was also saying. एक ही फर्क है Krishna और मेरे बीच में. Yes, he lived up to that. And yes, we all met here, not just to talk about Krishna, not just to, in fact, bring back our own nostalgia or some kind of reminiscences. Yes, we are here to take ahead the responsibility that is kept upon us. And one thing I would like to tell is that whenever he makes a plan, whenever he's trying to do it, he always used to assess his actions, in fact, with Dr. Ambedkar. He used to tell me, like, in a sense, at this juncture, what Baba Sahib would have done, what he has done, and in the current context, what we should do, taking ahead that particular line. He used to tell us, like, what Baba Sahib Ambedkar has read and why. And he was also for some time talking to me, and then we were trying to search for how Baba Sahib has pulled up his resources, how he has channelized these resources, from which place to which place, through which mechanism, and that too being very honest to the core. So Krishna is a very incisive kind of a personality, quite loving, very, very caring, a humane personality, but a meticulous organizer. I think so. This is what we need to emulate from his life, and we will move ahead. And we are there together in all our endeavors, in fact, to take ahead the movement of Baba Sahib and to create this world a Prabuddha Bharat. Thank you for the time. Jai Bhim, Namabuddhaya.
Thank you very much, Satyapal Garu, for sharing those last moments. Now, Vinayana, very briefly, if you can give us a condolence message, please. Vinay Garu from
Santosh bhai, carry on.
Vinayana.
Santosh bhai, give the opportunity to other people. Kindly continue.
Okay, so we have two very close friend of Kashi Krishna Garu. Bhimrao ji, would you like to share something? आप कुछ कहना चाहेंगे भीमराव जी? म्यूट है, तुमचा माइक म्यूट है भीमराव जी.
हाँ मैं कहना चाहता हूँ कि कृष्णा जी के नाम से एक अम्बेडकर राइट काशी कृष्णा इंटरनेशनल फाउंडेशन करके ऐसा एक ट्रस्ट उनके वजह उस ट्रस्ट की तरफ से इंटरनेशनल लेवल पर जो सामाजिक कार्यकर्ता है उनको कुछ 1 लाख का या 50,000 का प्राइज देने का एक करना चाहिए. वो ट्रस्ट का चेयरमैन बनते चंद्रबोधी को करना चाहिए. ऐसा अभी इस सेमिनार में इसके बारे में थोड़ी सी चर्चा करना चाहिए. ऐसा हेलो.
हाँ. सुना भीमराव जी, सुना. थैंक. हेलो.
हाँ तो इसमें जरा उसके बारे में थोड़ा ये करिए ना.
थैंक यू.
सब जन चर्चा होना चाहिए.
हाँ, उसी पॉइंट पे हम आ रहे हैं अभी. अभी अनाउंसमेंट का ही फेज है. अनाउंसमेंट का ही फेज है. मारुति जी हमारे बीच है. क्या कुछ आप कहना चाहेंगे मारुति जी?
सर जी जय भीम.
जय भीम.
मेरा और कृष्णा साहब का पिछले 17 साल से पहचान है. और कृष्णा साहब के साथ में मैं जब दुबई में था और कृष्णा साहब एक इंस्टीट्यूट कंपनी में बहुत अच्छी पोस्ट पे थे. हेलो.
हाँ. ब्रीफ में मारुति जी. हाँ.
कृष्णा साहब कंपनी में अच्छे पोस्ट पे थे. हेलो.
हाँ बोलिए.
हाँ वो डिस्कनेक्ट हो रहा था.
हाँ.
कृष्णा साहब बहुत अच्छे कंपनी में वो एक कंपनी में थे और मैं 97 से वहां पे अम्बेडकर जयंती हम लोग लेबर कैंप में मनाते थे.
हाँ.
और कृष्णा साहब 2003 में मेरी पहचान हो गई. मैं घर में बैठा था. राजू कांबले हमारे संदीप कर्डक साहब और कृष्णा साहब मेरे घर पे आए और जय भीम बोलने लगे. मुझे तो पता नहीं ये क्या, हम लोग जैसा साउथ इंडियन को सबको मद्रासी बोलते हैं, ये मद्रासी हमारा कैसा हो सकता है, ऐसा लगने लगा. फिर बाद में कांबले साहब कनाडा चले गए. कर्डक साहब हमेशा हमारे साथ में रहते थे और कृष्णा साहब कंटिन्यू हर सैटरडे संडे मेरे रूम में आते थे. मैं सोचा कि इतना बड़ा आदमी मेरे पास क्यों आता है. बाद में मैंने उनको 1 साल हो गया. एक दिन मैंने उनको पूछा डेयरिंग करके, साहब मैं बोला आप इतने बड़े पोस्ट पे है, आपकी खुद की रूम है, मैं लेबर कैंप में रहता हूँ, मेरे पास आके क्यों रहते हो. तो उन्होंने मुझे आइलैंड दुबई में एक सिटी है आइलैंड बोल के, वहां पे लेके गए. वहां पे जाने के बाद में वहां पे भी लेबर कैंप में लेके गए. फिर मैंने सर से मेरा बहुत क्लोज हो गया था. मैंने फिर पूछा सर आपके इतने फैमिली वाले दोस्त है, बड़े बड़े पोस्ट पे है, तो आप वहां पे नहीं जाते, या तो आइलैंड में जाते हो या तो मेरे पास आते हो. मैं जब तक दुबई में था तब तक कृष्णा साहब पे मेरा पूरा कब्जा था. कृष्णा साहब किसी के पास भी नहीं जाते. तो एक दिन उन्होंने बोला कि ये बड़े लोग तो बड़े है ही, मैं जहाँ पे खड़ा रहूंगा मेरे को रिस्पेक्ट देंगे, लेकिन लेबर लोग को रिस्पेक्ट देने वाला कौन होना चाहिए. तो दुबई में जितने भी लेबर कैंप्स थे, ऐसा कोई भी नहीं होएगा जो अम्बेडकर राइट्स आदमी है, वो ऐसा कोई भी नहीं होएगा कि कृष्णा साहब को नहीं जानता था. तो मैं थोड़ा 94 में गया था. मैं 1994 में गया था. मेरा थोड़ा लेबर कैंप से थोड़ा कनेक्शन था. ऐसा कृष्णा साहब ने अपने रूम में बैठ के खोज निकाली और मेरे साथ में जुड़ गए. तो मैंने बोला कि कृष्णा साहब को कि ये लेबर लोग में जाने से आपका क्या फायदा. तो बोले कि मैं अम्बेडकरवादी हूँ, इन लोगों को ही मुझे समझाना है, इन लोगों के अंदर मैं रहूंगा तो मैं एक सच्चा अम्बेडकरवादी रहूंगा. और जो भी उनको पेमेंट होता था, जो भी होता था, जो भी किसी को जरूरत पड़ी तो किसी से निकाल के पट करके उसको देना. और इतने हेल्पफुल कृष्णा साहब थे. तो अगर किसी का सबसे ज्यादा किसी का लॉस हुआ है तो मेरा हो गया, ऐसा मैं समझता हूँ. वहां पे संदीप कर्डक साहब आए. ये बाकी जो बीओए वाले बैठे हैं उनको पता है कि जो मेरा और कृष्णा साहब का क्या रिलेशन था. तो मैं अभी ऐसा सोच रहा था, जैसा सावरकर साहब ने अभी बोला, उससे मैं बहुत सहमत हो गया। मुझे लगा कि अभी सब लोग कृष्णा साहब के बारे में बता रहे थे, कृष्णा साहब के बारे में बता रहे थे। कृष्णा साहब के बारे में बताने की किसी को भी जरूरत नहीं। कृष्णा साहब जिसको जिसको जिसके जिसके टच में थे, हर किसी को कृष्णा साहब कौन से लेवल के थे, कृष्णा साहब की इमेज हर हर के किसी के दिल में थी, वो हमें पता है। मैं सोच रहा था, जैसा सावरकर साहब ने अभी बोला कि वो बहुत आइडिया है। कृष्णा साहब केवल आंध्रा के नहीं थे, कृष्णा साहब पूरे इंडिया के थे। कृष्णा साहब पूरे वर्ल्ड के हैं। जहां जहां भी अम्बेडकरवादी है, वहां वहां पे कृष्णा साहब है। तो हम लोग वो ट्रस्ट के माध्यम से कृष्णा साहब के नाम से साल में एक बार हम लोग मिल सकते हैं। कृष्णा साहब का जो अधूरा सपना है वो पूरा करने की हम कोशिश कर सकते हैं। अभी जहां तक मेरा सवाल है, तो मैंने तो ऐसा ही सोच लिया कि जैसा कि अभी यूएई वाले जो जितने भी लोग हैं उनके सहकार्य से, उसमें ज्यादा सबसे ज्यादा लीड कृष्णा साहब और हमारे संदीप कर्डक साहब थे, शारदा ताई। इनके वजह से मेरे गांव में अपने एएम की एक स्कूल चलती है, और उसमें मेरे को जब भी मैं मेरे से कृष्णा साहब बात करते थे और फोन करते थे, तो मेरे किस्से में पैसे नहीं, ऐसा मेरे को वो फोन से उनको पता चलता था। तो इंडिया में किसी को लास्ट टाइम तो पाल साहब को फोन किया, अरे उसके पास पैसे नहीं, उसको पैसे भेज दे। मेरे पास क्या, मेरे घर में क्या है या नहीं है, वो खाली मेरे बात से पहचानते थे। इतने कृष्णा साहब क्लोज थे, इतने हेल्पफुल थे। वो कभी भी नहीं सोचे वो महाराष्ट्र का है, महिंद्रा का है, ये वो अम्बेडकरवादी है, इतना ही वो जानते थे। तो मैं ऐसा सोच रहा हूँ कि जो अपनी स्कूल है, वो स्कूल में मैं सोच रहा हूँ, मैंने तो फाइनल ही कर लिया है। मैं सोचने का नहीं, मैं काम करता हूँ, मुझे भाषण देना नहीं आता है, मैं बोलना नहीं। तो कृष्णा साहब के नाम से मैं एक लाइब्रेरी खोलने वाला हूँ, और वो मेरे पास सारा स्ट्रक्चर है, सारी सुविधा है। कंटिन्यू जो भी जिस दिन हम लोग वो लाइब्रेरी खोलेंगे, उस टाइम मैं आप सबको इनवाइट करूंगा। जिसको जिसको आ सकते वो आ जाएंगे। जब भी यहाँ पे कोई आएगा, और मैं जिस दिन वो डेली कृष्णा साहब का एजुकेशन की तरफ बहुत ये था। कृष्णा साहब यही कहते थे, किसी को अगर पैसा देना है, खाना देना है, कपड़ा देना है, तो वो तुरंत खलास हो जाएगा। उनको एजुकेशन दे दो, उसकी पूरी लाइफ उसके पास रहेगी। जब तक वो जिंदा है तब तक उसके पास वो एजुकेशन रहेगा। ऐसी चीज उसको दो। तो जो स्कूल चलती उसमें 99% कृष्णा साहब की आइडिया थी, और वहां से बहुत बच्चे पढ़ रहे। वो सारे बच्चे कृष्णा साहब की वजह से पढ़ रहे। कर्डक साहब आए और यूएई की सारी टीम है। लेकिन हर समय जब जो भी मेरे ऊपर कुछ जरूरत आती थी, तो राजशेखर साहब के साथ में उनको डायरेक्ट फोन करते थे, मेरे से मिलाते थे। जब 2006 में राजशेखर साहब दुबई में आए, राजशेखर साहब इतने सीनियर ऑफिसर पूरे इंडिया के डायरेक्टर थे, और मेरे को जबरदस्ती वो गाड़ी में बिठाते थे। वो बोलते थे, मैंने फिर उनको पूछा कि सर आप बैठो। नहीं बोले, तुझे मेरे मेरे दोस्तों से मिलाना है, और तुझे इतना बड़ा करना है कि हर किसी को उतना नहीं चाहिए, लेकिन हर किसी को, मेरे जितने भी दोस्त है, तुझे मिलाना है, और हर किसी को एक एग्जाम्पल हो जाएगा कि मारुति ऐसा ऐसा इतने लोगों के साथ पहचान है। एक्चुअली मेरी किसी के साथ पहचान नहीं थी, लेकिन कृष्णा साहब की वजह से बहुत ही मैं पहले अम्बेडकर भक्त था, लेकिन कृष्णा साहब जब से मिले, अमर कर्डक साहब जब से मिले, तभी से मैं अम्बेडकर अनुयायी हो गए। और वो सबसे ज्यादा उसकी देन है जो कृष्णा साहब है। और हम कृष्णा साहब का जो भी मेरे साथ बात डिस्कस करते थे, बात पता है, और वो पूरी करने के लिए मैं जब तक जिंदा हूँ तब तक उनके विचारों से रहूंगा। मैं जब तक जिंदा हूँ, उनके जो उनकी सोच थी, कहाँ पे काम करना है, क्या करना है, वो हर चीज करने की मैं कोशिश करूंगा। और इससे ज्यादा मैं नहीं बोल सकता। कल जब मैं गया था, विशाखापट्टनम में था, सत्यपाल साहब थे और मैडम थे, सारे लोग थे, लेकिन वहां पे केवल कृष्णा साहब ही नहीं थे, लेकिन कृष्णा साहब को चाहने वाले इतने लोग थे। हर कोई, हर किसी के आंखों में खाली आंसू ही थे, आंसू के सिवाय कुछ भी नहीं था। तो इतना बड़ा आदमी, इतना विद्वान आदमी हमारे से गया, इसका मुझे बहुत ही दुख है। और रियली सबने मिलके काशी कृष्णा इंटरनेशनल फाउंडेशन के बारे में सोचना चाहिए और करना चाहिए। उसके वजह से हम कृष्णा साहब के हर चाहने वाले के साथ साल में एक बार तो हम मिल सकते, इतनी मैं आपसे अपेक्षा रखता हूँ। और मैं जय सर।
थैंक यू वेरी मच मारुति जी, आपने बहुत ही अहम बात कही है। केवल अभी यानी उनके गुण तो गाना है, लेकिन आगे भी उनका कारवां ले जाना है। अभी मैं इसके पहले मैं राजशेखर उंड्रू साहब को बुलाऊं, मैं हमारे बीच मल्लेपल्ली लक्ष्मैया जी है। I'd like to invite Mallepalli Lakshmaya ji to say something behalf of CDS as a hosting body also. Is a chairman to CDS and very close to Kashian and dedicated to the mission. Mallepalli Lakshmaya Garu. हेलो अन्ना, आपका माइक म्यूट है ना? माइक और वीडियो। हेलो, राजशेखर राजशेखर उंड्रू सर, हरियाणा से, the very close friend of Kashi Krishna sir. Now I'd like to invite Rajshekar Undu sir.
मैं एक्चुअली ट्रैवल कर रहा था, मेरा विजिबिलिटी ठीक रहेगा। सबको जय भीम, नमो बुद्धाय। काशी कृष्णा जी के नमन करते हुए, उनका मेरा परिचय पहली बार मैं उनको आंध्रा भवन में मिला था दिल्ली में। उस टाइम तक मैं आईएएस में आ चुका था और आंध्रा भवन के कुछ अम्बेडकरवादी लोगों के साथ जब मेरा रेगुलर संपर्क होती थी, उस टाइम मैं हरियाणा में पोस्टेड था, तो मैं रेगुलरली आंध्रा भवन या जेएनयू जहां मैंने पढ़ा था वहां जाता था, या कई लोगों से संपर्क होती थी। मैं बिल्कुल नजदीक में पानीपत में पोस्टेड था, तो वहां मेरे को काशी कृष्णा जी मिले। तो उनका ये परिचय किया गया था मेरे को, ये है दलित पैंथर। तो मैं बहुत ही, उसके बाद हमारा इतनी गहरी दोस्ती थी, संपर्क थी। वो हमारा ही ईस्ट गोदावरी जिले के साथ जो यानाम है, उसी एरिया से आते हैं। उसके बाद जो उस टाइम तक मुझे ये नहीं पता था उनके साथ करियर में क्या हो रहा था, बट बहुत ही गहरी संपर्क उन्होंने रखा। जब मैं डायरेक्टर मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ सोशल जस्टिस में आया था भारत सरकार में 2001 के बाद, जैसे मारुति जी ने बताया, तो मुझे दुबई ले गए। मुझे सब लोगों से परिचय कराया कि अम्बेडकरवादी इंटरनेशनल मूवमेंट पूरा दुनिया में कैसे होती है। उन्होंने मुझे ये बताया था कि कोलालमपुर में जो पहली बार इंटरनेशनल दलित मूवमेंट, वहाँ का जो सेटल हुए तमिलियन नेटिव, उनका नाम पंडित करके सरनेम होता है, उनका उन्होंने किया। उन्होंने काशी कृष्णा जी मुझे ये भी बताए थे कि उसकी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में, वो ऑर्गेनाइज करते वक्त राजू काम्बले जी कैसे काम किए थे। एंड मुझे ऐसा परिचय कराया, जैसे मारुति से, संदीप जी से, जितने भी लोग यूए में, आप अभी रत्नाकर जी से आपने अभी बात की, इन सब से मेरा संपर्क करवाया। बट मुझे एक खास जगह काशी कृष्णा जी ने ले गए, वो है, अभी मारुति जी ने बताया, अल आइन। वो 7 एमिरेट्स में एक एमिरेट है, वो शारजा या हम दुबई बोलते हैं, ऐसा एक एमिरेट है। वहां एक लेबर कैंप में मुझे, लेबर कैंप में वहां तो थे आंध्रा के लोग। मैंने देखा बिल्कुल ईस्ट गोदावरी के लोग, मेरे गांव के आसपास के लोग, उनके कंडीशन देखे मुझे इतना दुख हुआ। उन्होंने मुझे ये दिखाने के लिए ले गए थे, देखो इतने दूर आके लोग कैसे काम करते। वहां 8 घंटे के शिफ्ट में पैसे मिलते थे, लोगों ने 2-2 शिफ्ट काम करते थे कि थोड़ा बहुत ज्यादा पैसा हम कमा लें। उनको भी खुशी हुई कि एक IAS ऑफिसर उनके पास आया। तो मारुति मेरे साथ थे। मारुति से भी मेरा, मारुति खारवे जी से मेरा बहुत ही गहरा संपर्क हुआ। उस टाइम मुझे काशी कृष्णा जी ये बताया मारुति तो वापस जा रहा है। मैंने बोला क्यों? मारुति वापस जाएगा और बड़ा काम करेगा महाराष्ट्र में। मारुति जी ने काशी कृष्णा जी से प्रेरणा लेके इतना बड़ा स्कूल स्थापित किए उन्होंने। इतना बड़ा स्कूल, एक एक कमरा, एक एक कमरा, एक एक कमरा करके, लोग बिल्कुल इंटीरियर रूरल महाराष्ट्र में मारुति जी ने एक इंग्लिश मीडियम पब्लिक, ये एक बहुत ही सिंपल उदाहरण है जो काशी कृष्णा जी की इंस्पिरेशन और एडवाइस और गाइडेंस क्या होता है। उसके बाद तो हमारा गहरी संपर्क रहा, कई चीज इकट्ठा किए थे, करने का कोशिश किए थे। एक मॉडल अम्बेडकराइट कैसे हो सकता है, ये हमारे लिए काशी कृष्णा। अगर काशी कृष्णा जी के मॉडल है ही, जो कुछ भी उनके गुण के बारे में अभी कई वक्ताओं ने बताए थे, यही है काशी कृष्ण जी। और एक अम्बेडकराइट भी ऐसा ही होना। और मेरा पिछले साल इसी टाइम में दुबई में एक प्रोग्राम में मुझे मेरा जाना हुआ। मैंने उनको कहा आप ना छुट्टी ले लेना और मेरे साथ ही रहना। तो हम दुबई में, मैं दुबई में किसी होटल में रहा, तो वो 3-4 दिन मेरे साथ ही रहा, हम एक ही कमरे में रहे। फिर मैंने उनके पीछे पड़ गया, जी आपके जो जितने मूवमेंट के अनुभव है आप लिख डालिए। बहुत ही अच्छा टाइम, बहुत ही गहरा टाइम मेरा उनके साथ स्पेंड करने का मौका मिला। फिर पहले दिल्ली में जितने भी थे वो दिल्ली वाया दिल्ली आते थे, मिलते थे। ये तो सारी बातें हैं। मैं भीमराव जी सावरकर साहब को धन्यवाद करना चाहता हूँ और मारुति जी को धन्यवाद करना चाहता हूँ। एक बहुत ही अच्छी सोच उन्होंने अभी लाए हैं कि अम्बेडकराइट श्री काशी कृष्णा जी इंटरनेशनल फाउंडेशन। बिल्कुल सही भीमराव जी ने कहे थे। मैंने एक किताब लिखा, अम्बेडकर गांधी पटेल करके एक किताब लिखा था बाबा साहब का। वो किताब मैंने सबसे पहले 2 भाषाओं में ट्रांसलेट करवाया, एक मराठी, दूसरे तेलुगु। फिर मैंने काशी कृष्णा जी को फोन करके कहा देखो जी आपकी दोनों मातृभाषा है ना, उन दोनों मातृभाषा में मैंने ट्रांसलेट करवाया। एक मराठी भी आपकी मातृभाषा है, तेलुगु भी आपकी मातृभाषा। फिर काशी कृष्णा जी ने ये बात कहे, एक काम करते हैं आपकी जितनी मराठी वर्जन ऑफ किताब है हर एक MP MLA को पढ़ना चाहिए। भीमराव जी को उन्होंने ऐसा ड्यूटी पे लगाया। भीमराव जी ने तो हर व्यक्ति को, काशी कृष्णा जी के आदेश पे हर व्यक्ति को, MP MLA सबको, मंत्री आप कुछ भी कहिए, उन्होंने हर एक कोई किताब, मतलब उनका जो आइडियाज है, उनके जो विजन है। मैं 2 एग्जाम्पल बताया, मारुति जी का, भीमराव जी ने जो बताया, इन दोनों को पता है कि काशी कृष्णा जी की प्लानिंग क्या है। जो बाकी जो वक्ताओं ने कहा है बिल्कुल मैं सहमत हूँ। मैं भी निवेदन करता हूँ मैत्रीवीर नागार्जुन जी से कि वो बहुत बड़े संस्था है, और लोकमित्र जी से बहुत बड़ा संस्था है नागार्जुना ट्रेनिंग इंस्टीट्यूट, नागपुर के बिल्कुल बीच में, बहुत ही बड़ा एरिया है। मैं उनसे भी रिक्वेस्ट करता हूँ कि एक इंस्टीट्यूशनलाइज करने का एक सोच रखे और उनकी वर्क को, मेमोरी को आगे ले जाना है। ये जरूर आप सोच रखना। मैं बहुत ही कम वक्त बोलना चाहता हूँ, बताने के लिए बहुत ज्यादा उनकी यादें हैं। मैं जय भीम, नमो बुद्धाय कहते हुए काशी कृष्ण जी को नमन करते हुए मैं विराम करता हूं। जय भीम।
Thank you very much, Dr. Rashikar Wunru Saab. Thank you very much for sharing ideas and what the exemplary Kashi Krishna ji has created. मल्लपल्ली लक्ष्मया गारू जी को मैं अभी कुछ कहने के लिए निवेदन करना चाहता हूँ, और उसके बाद में हम फिर अनाउंसमेंट करके कंक्लूजन करेंगे।
Hello.
Yeah, Anna.
Jai Bhim to all. It's a very sad thing. My dad days his last days also. He came to Hyderabad. We were organized a hospital. That time I knew about his health, but I didn't see his face because of his strength and his happiness, mind, and his vision. Then I tried to collect my strength to speak to him. After 4 or 5 days, I spoken to him. He very composed and he is very, I think, model for human being. Then he said, "You are all are there. I don't have any afraid to take a leave. That I cannot control myself. I cannot continue to talk to him uh, a long time." And another important thing, I don't want to take more time, is a model for payback society. A model for rededicated.
Hello. Ram Pratik.
Sir has got disconnected. Some technical issues, I guess.
Yeah, we are just at the age of finishing our event now, and there are something important announcement we have to make. एक कॉल करके देख लो quickly if possible. Otherwise, let's conclude soon. Anyway, I just wanted to address to some important figures in this gathering, especially Lokmitra ji, chairman of.
Hello, Santosh.
Anna, please.
I'm sorry. This
It's okay, Anna. Carry on.
electricity went out. I told one thing to all our comrades and friends to all over world. He is the symbol of two issues. One is the payback society. Another is the rededicate ourselves, our community. I proposed one thing. I told in Telugu friend meetings also. We have to not only memory meetings for him, we have to create an event for him.
Yes.
One event, one day for him to dedicate ourselves. We as Kashi Krishna has did in his life. Then another important thing I want to recollect myself and tell to you. In March 18th 1956 बाबा साहब अम्बेडकर ने आगरा में एक भाषण में दिया. वो पूरा एम्प्लॉइज और पॉलिटिकल लीडर्स they are not working for the people. We have to remember that they also, like Kashi Krishna and Raju Kamble, we have to prepare our employees and our friends to do something for this. I met him in 1995. I was a reporter on those days. I went to collect report to Ramabai Ambedkar Nagar, Ghatkopar 11 people killed in police firing. From that day onwards, I am regularly interact with him when he came to Hyderabad. Otherwise, we will meet any meeting in across the country, whatever it is. That's why Center for Dalit Studies, we have a big campus here in Hyderabad. We are ready to work for you in the memory of Kashi Krishna and Raju Kamble. Another important thing is we have to give a call to our people to follow to Kashi Krishna as he did in his life. Our people are not aware of what we will do. Every individual, we have a matter. Every individual can do something. That proved by Kashi Krishna in his life. That's why in Hyderabad, in Nagpur, whatever, we can also think about Raju Kamble and memory of Kashi Krishna. We have to organize a conclave, international conclave. I think Santosh Rawat also will explain to you. But that is also we can think about. Again, we have to unite with our memories, and we have to take forward the Raju Kamble and Kashi Krishna ka aims and objectives and their dedication and rededication ourselves to in their memory. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Lakshmana. It's an important announcement that Rajshekhar ji, Maruti ji, and Lakshmaya ji did. Vandana ji, आपको बहुत brief में कुछ कहना कि we're running really short of time, so we are ending. Is there something very important you would like to share? I just read a message on screen. Okay, so friends, lastly, just we would like to conclude with a very important thing that, of course, Maruti ji has already declared that there will be Kashi Krishna a library at his school. But as a host body of Center for Dalit Studies and a Nagarjuna Training Institute, we wanted to announce the Raju Kamble and Kashi Krishna Ambedkarite annual conclave, where whatever the network and the international network they have created, as Pradnya ji, Satya ji, Lokmitra ji, everyone in this meeting said that we have to carry forward their legacy and we have to we have to keep that flame alive. For that, the annual Ambedkarite conclave dedicated to Raju Kamble and Kashi Krishna ji will be installed. That will be during the Dashera time. Dashera means Ashok Vijayadashmi time in Nagpur. And Nagaloka Nagarjuna Training Institute is very much willing to host that conclave every year. And we can also keep on rotating that conclave. Center for Dalit Studies in Hyderabad can host next year all the international gathering of the committed Ambedkarite Buddhist people and those who are committed to that mission. And Kashi Krishna Foundation, that Kashi Krishna Foundation.
Santosh,
Yeah,
the Center for Dalit Studies ready to organize, ready to host that conference with very heartfully.
Thank you very much, Anna. So Center for Dalit Studies and Nagarjuna Training Institute, Nagalok, are very happy to host these annual conclaves dedicated to Raju Kamble ji and Kashi Krishna ji. Also, we are happy to facilitate the Kashi Krishna International Foundation if that is going to happen. So that annual gathering across the globe, we are very happy to host in Nagpur, and Center for Dalit Studies is also very happy to host in Hyderabad. We can also host in Pune. We can also host that in Mumbai and Delhi also. So I would also request Gautam Chakravarti Saab to comment if he has any comment to say on these proposals, and he will be. We sort of request him to be a part of all these processes to carry forward the legacy of Raju Kamble and Kashi Krishna ji. Gautam sir. he might not have been in front of the camera, but Nagaloka every year host the Ashok Vijayadashmi conference. With clubbing with that, we are very happy to host the International Ambedkarite Buddhist conclave across the world, from Japan to America and European and Middle East countries. Resources that has been created by Raju Kambliji and Kashi Krishna. Thank you very much, Malepalli Lakshmi Garu, for accepting the hosting body Center for Dalit Studies in Hyderabad also to arrange the conclave, and we will keep on rotating the cities where we can connect more and more people locally and internationally. I'm sure Satyapal Garu, Prajna Garu, and all the well-wishers and those who are close to Kashi Krishna ji will join hand in hand with this project. And next year in coming course, we'll try to form a core committee or something that can take this work and their memories ahead. With this word, I think I would like to conclude this a very special dedicated evening to Raju Kamble and Kashi Krishna Garu. And I thank you all brothers and sisters to join this meeting. Thank you very much for joining and taking your valuable time. I know it's long, but I also request everyone in this meeting and those who will listen the recording afterwards, please support the Raju Kamble Kashi Krishna International Ambedkarite Conclave, annual conclave. Please spread the words among your friends, among your contacts, among your networks that we are announce this, and we'll try to host the annual Ambedkarite Conclave dedicated to Raju Kamble and Kashi Krishna ji. Nagarjuna Training Institute and Center for Dalit Studies, Ambedkar International Mission, and Kashi Krishna Foundation, we all will come together to strengthen this network and the strength to carry forward the Ambedkarite mission. And once again, Namo Buddhaya and Jai Bhim, brothers and sisters. Thank you very much for joining with us. Let the memory of Raju Kambliji and Kashi Krishna alive, and let the flame of revolution be alive in Ambedkarite world to fulfill the dream of the Buddha, to fulfill the dream of the Baba Sahib Ambedkar. Thank you very much, all speakers and participants. Good night and stay safe.
Thank you, brother. Thank you so much. Jai Bhim.
Thank you. All the best.